What's up? What's going on? I don't like this light here. I'm going to move it over here. There we go. What's up, guys? Oh my god, Jotby. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Jotby around these parts. It's been a while. I missed you guys. Streamed yesterday, but, you know, it was a bit of a niche. It was a bit of a niche stream, to say the least, but it was a fun one. But I got a great stream planned for all you guys today. It'll be great. I'm super excited about it. Oh, I'm glad you thought so, John Wings. I'm glad you thought so. I did my best. I just watched this, by the way, for the very first time today. You know, something about Jon Jones is, man, is obviously, like, nothing really happened here. But you know why I think nothing happened? It's because Jon walks up on this guy and sees that he's filming, and then Jon realizes he has to be a good Samaritan. Because you know what it is, man? Listen, there's no smoke without fire. And, like, how does Jon Jones keep ending up in situations like this? I have never, ever in my life had a moment of, like, almost getting out of my car to go confront somebody over road rage. I would never do that. Never. But I think it's right.
Trying to get into. You're almost hitting me, bro.
I'm telling you, I see the look on Jon's face as he's walking up here. I think he notices the camera and he's like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. It looks like I think he was going to molest this poor guy. He was probably going to molest this poor guy, I bet. Now, if you were talking about how he's probably carrying right here, honestly, maybe. Honestly, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. But he lives in New Mexico, right? I think it's like an open carry state, I think. But no, Jon Jones can't. There's no way Jon Jones has a license to open carry after all the shit he's been through. No shot. I also don't know jack shit about guns. So, I don't know. So, I actually don't know how it works.
You gotta calm down, bro.
Yeah, bro, you gotta learn how to drive, bro. You
gotta relax yourself, bro.
You're almost hitting me with your truck, bro. You're almost hitting me, bro. What the
Man, I'm telling you, I think that finger right there would have been doing some horrible things if this guy wasn't filming. Based on the comments that based on the comments that Jones made at that comedy show, that finger was going to do some awful things if this guy wasn't filming. He saved his own life, I think, filming. He was about to get diddled, I think. But man. Oh, thank you for the $2. I can't say your name. Are you still down to watch Petr versus Magomedov for 10? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Yes, for sure. We can do that. We can do that. I'm down. I can't say your name. You took money from Magomedov. Hold on. You took money from Magomedov. I don't know, man. I think Jon Jones is out here fucking looking for trouble. That's what I think. I think he's out here looking for trouble. That's my best guess to why he keeps getting in all these fucking all these confrontations. I'm telling you, I've never. You know what? It's funny. You guys remember on stream how I told you guys about how that one fucking maniac, mentally insane person who probably was on drugs tried to attack me? Remember I told you guys that? It's funny. I always say, I'm like, I've never been in a street fight ever, but I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm waiting for it. I can't wait for someone to try to fight me. And I said that again recently, and I remember like a family member was like, someone did try to fight you and you hid in your car. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I guess. I guess that is what happened. So maybe I can't say that anymore. Oh, boy. All right. Thank you for the $10. I can't say your name. Thank you for the $10. Petr Yan versus Magomedov. Is that in? That's not a UFC fight, is it? If not, we can watch it right now. Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, we can watch it. Fucking Ilia Topuria fucking copyrighted the stream yesterday. Fuck him, man. Fuck him. Oh, beautiful pet. Thank you for the 10HK. LeBron tried hard, man, but the Lakers are screwed. Yeah, I'm not watching any more games. I'm not watching any more games until the playoffs. I'll watch the playoffs because I'm just such a supporter of this team, but I'm not watching any more games because the Mavericks suck. They're not a good team. LeBron is fucking doing insane things at the age of 41, having like a 30-point triple-double almost. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, there are moments out there, like, when LeBron gets subbed out, I'm like, this is the worst team in all of basketball. We got fucking, like, Jackson Hayes. We got fucking Rui and fucking, you know, I mean, we just got, like, 5 fucking nobodies out there. I'm not watching. But I'll tell you what, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because Luka Doncic is in Europe. Going under like special therapies to try to recover so that hopefully he can return to action sooner. Fingers crossed, man. Listen, all I'm going to say is, as you guys know, I've recently hopped on the peptide train, like I spoke to you guys recently. I've been taking BPC 157 and TB 500. I fucking popped my rib like a week and a half ago. I fucking tweaked my neck, and I've been taking this stuff, been doing 5 days a week, and dude, I've recovered so much. Like, I still feel my rib a little bit, but, like, I can train. I can literally train. And in the past, because I've hurt my rib before, I was never able to, just because of these peptides. So I just hope they get Luka on some good shit. You know, I mean, listen, tell fucking Adam Silver that fucking, listen, you want the Lakers in the playoffs doing well, all right? They're like one of the most popular teams. You want them doing well. Just fucking let Luka take whatever supplement he needs to recover. Same thing with Austin Reeves. Way too smoky. I think it was $2. Looks like Jones needs fights to stay subdued. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Way too smoky. I mean, I know. I mean, I'm seeing everybody talking about how I'm seeing everyone talk about how all the comments are defending John. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, why is it? Oh my God, 30 minutes. What the fuck? 30 minutes long? This is seeming like a lot more than a $10 watch, dude. But, I just, why is it that Jon Jones always ends up in these fucking confrontational situations? Why does that always happen to him? You know? There ain't no smoke without fire. And I swear to God, man, John he's out there looking for it. Way too smoky. Thank you for the $5. What are your thoughts on Ilia versus Petr Yan at bantamweight? Was supposed to happen, and Ethan Ewing will be the bantamweight world champion in 2028. Mark my words. I hope so, because he's just such a funny looking guy, Ethan Ewing. Such a funny looking guy. I just love staring at photos of him because he just doesn't look real. But my thoughts on Ilia Petr Yan. Petr Yan, his style of, you know, high guard, show his forehead, absorb punches, land counters, doesn't work against an Ilia Topuria. Doesn't work against Ilia Topuria, man. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't just absorb punches from Ilia Topuria like that. You just can't. We saw Davison Figueiredo dropped Petr Yan. And, very few guys have dropped Petr Yan, but it's just because Davison, who again he's a bit older, he's still elite at bantamweight, or at least he was when he fought Petr. He was still elite for the division, don't get me wrong. He's a little bit older, but he has really heavy hands. And again, Yan did really well, but really heavy power punchers, not a huge fan of that, cover up, high guard, give you my forehead, you know what I mean? Especially Ilia fucking, rip into the body. Like, Ilia hits you with like fucking body shot, same side uppercut, which is just perfect for Yan's kind of cover-up style. But in fairness, though, I don't know how the fuck Ilia would look at bantamweight. Obviously, from my recollection, this fight was supposed to happen a long time ago. So he was probably a bit smaller back then, but still, I'd be a little nervous about that for a Petr Yan. Colt Killer. Thank you for the $2.80. Do you think Ulberg will try to grapple? That's a good question. I don't really remember many. I don't really remember a lot of fights of Ulberg like being very grappling heavy. I don't really remember any of those fights, so I don't have a great recollection. I don't have a great recollection of it. Jiri said he's gonna grapple on embedded. Oh, okay. I don't think he really needs to be fair. Nice sprawl, kind of a shitty shot, though. Man, this is a long time ago. Look how small Petr is. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Maybe. All right, make it full screen, I guess. I can't really picture Ulberg grappling, though. I'll be honest with you. From the fights I've seen of him, it hasn't been something I've seen him do. Jiri can grapple. Yuri's legitimately a decent grappler. He's actually pretty good. He's very, very good. Sometimes he doesn't stick to the fundamentals when it comes to grappling defense, like we saw against Glover. But apart from that, he's very good. So I'd be curious to see it. I don't know though. I'm afraid that might not. Again, I see such a simple path to victory for Jiri on the feet. But maybe he wants to show evolution to his game. All right, maybe. That was a good shot. It's a good takedown. That was a good takedown. It is crazy how Petr just looks so much worse than he normally is. Look at that guard work from Petr. Oh, that was a big shot. Sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, buddy. Listen, I might have some nice things to say about you. When we actually get to it. Oh, I can't say your name. Thank you for another $2, buddy. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Generally not a good idea to go guillotine from half guard, but that's just me. Guys, can we just give another round of applause for how amazing Donlo did on that last video? Can we just give another fucking round of applause? I mean, man, I'm still in awe about how fucking phenomenal that video is. I'm just in absolute awe over it. And I still love how there's a fair amount of people in the comments praising me for my improvement in editing skills. And I'm just like, yeah, I definitely did that. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, yeah. I definitely fucking spent 3 straight days fucking photo mapping them onto a Minecraft arena. I definitely did that. Yeah, Donlo's a legend. I should give Donlo a raise one of these days. Damn! Petr I thought he was done. He fucking cartwheeled through that. That's very hard to do. Nice back take, but Petr doing a good job fighting off that second hook. Magomedov needs to use his left hand to pick himself back up. Oh, Carlos Condit enthusiast. Thank you for the $2. Your Discord server and members only is amazing. Oh, thank you, Carlos Condit enthusiast. I really appreciate it. Fuck, Piotr, he's in a fucking bulldog choke, Ben Askren style. Oh, you reversed it. Nice. Dude, our Discord server is really nice. I mean, if you just want, nice knee tap takedown from Piotr. I mean, against Piotr. Nice knee tap takedown. Piotr's struggling here with the wrestling of Magomedov, which makes sense. That is something that Piotr did struggle with in the UFC a bit, and he has improved a lot in that area. But yeah, dude, the members only, obviously I talk about it enough. The members only is phenomenal, but the Discord server, like, yeah, you want to join a group of like-minded, intelligent, got people who have a decent understanding of MMA, and we have a fucking great little betting tab on there. Guys like Nagu, who's a fucking betting prodigy, by the way. When he joined the Discord, he was young. I don't know how young, but he was young. And dude, he's fucking a monster at betting, and everyone's in there. We just got such a nice think tank in there. I'm always popping in from time to time as well. The thing is about the Discord server is I get the notifications. I always see what you guys say, but 99% of the time, like everyone's already like the conversation's been going on for like 30, 40 minutes, and I'm just like, I can't just jump into this, But I'm really glad you like it, Carlos Condit enthusiast. Way too. What did Piotr do? Armbar Piotr. I missed. I want to see that. Damn. Piotr should try to jump over for an armbar right here. That's because he's given up he tried to step over like he wanted to take the back, but you can't beat the underhook. You cannot beat the underhook. So your the best thing you could do is throw the leg over the face and go for armbar. Way too smoking for the $5. It's crazy that Aldo lasted so long at featherweight when he's a natural bantamweight. He would have even held He would have held an even longer reign at bantamweight. He easily smokes TJ Cruz, Barao, no love. Yeah, he definitely would. The thing is, though, again, guys just weren't cutting as much weight back then. They just weren't. That's the thing. By the time Aldo started cutting to bantamweight, the sport, it was just different, man. It was a different world we were living in. Guys just, If young Aldo was coming into the UFC right now, he would have started at bantamweight. But again, man, you got when Aldo was champ, you had fucking Frankie Edgar being the champ at 55. This is the exact position, by the way. This is the exact position I ended up in my jiu-jitsu tournament against that wrestler guy. But I'm being way longer than Merab. He's trying to wrestle this single leg hard down. I popped this leg out and threw it over the back and took his back. But yeah, I remember way too smoky hearing some things about fucking Aldo's age. Something like Gilbert Burns was like, hey, when we first started training together, he was a year older than me. And then all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden he's in the UFC or whatever, and now all of a sudden he's now 4 years younger. Like, what the fuck? Or something like that. I don't know the exact ages or whatever, but crucifix! He has him in a crucifix. Not anymore. Piotr had him in a crucifix. Yeah, Aldo really was a legend, man. And dude, he had a close fight with Petr Yan, who's fucking, the elite of the elite. And honestly, he still looked good, even in his last fight, but he didn't quite have that. He just couldn't keep up the cardio anymore. Colt, here, let me tell you in a sense, how does Benny versus Khabib and Gamrot versus Khabib go? How does Benil Dariush versus Khabib go? Piotr's going armbar. He's got it. I feel like, as crazy as this might sound, as insane as this might sound, I think Khabib would beat Benil Dariush. I think he would beat Benil Dariush. But I don't think it's an easy fight at all. In fact, it's funny because remember, Khabib used to say that Benil Dariush was the best in the division. Remember, Khabib and Islam both thought that Benil Dariush was going to beat Charles. And they both thought that he was the best guy. And the truth is, he's definitely not the best guy at all. Very solid grappler. Very, very solid grappler. Good offensive striker, but terrible striking defense. Leaves himself way too open. But based on that description of a kind of fighter, you can understand why that could kind of be a problem for Khabib a little bit. Like, could Khabib really take advantage of that one issue with Benil's game, which is, again, he's way too open on the feet? I actually think Khabib might be able to, for sure. But it makes sense, right? It makes sense why Khabib thought this guy was the best. He straight up said Benil Dariush is the best in the division at a certain point. I think it's because he actually does match up decently well against him. But I feel like Khabib could actually... Again, it's hard breaking down Khabib sometimes because, again, he never fought a really good grappler, like a really, really good grappler. So now trying to think of him fighting a really good grappler changes things. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I actually kind of feel like Khabib, again, for how awkward and weird he looked on the feet, that was a nice trip from Petr. I think he actually could probably land on him. I think he could. I think Khabib would, do his fucking, staying away on the feet, jumping like fucking, his fucking lunging fucking lead like shovel uppercuts and shit, feinting the takedown to overhands and things like that. I actually think he might, because he's quick. Khabib was quick, he was fast. I think he actually could land on Benil. But I think it's a somewhat interesting fight. I do think it's a very interesting fight. I think it's a very, very interesting fight. I can see Benil winning, but I do feel like sometimes Khabib's striking was a little bit. I think his again, it's just like it's stylistically he's very different than Islam. He's not as clean. He's not as polished. He's not fucking clipping you with counters. Like anybody who has like really, really solid footwork and sets up their strikes really well, Khabib is not gonna like land any counter shots on you. He's not gonna fucking, you know what I mean? But I feel like, again, Benil's just like it's actually shocking how open Benil is on the feet. It's like straight up shocking, like legitimately shocking. So I actually think Khabib might be able to take advantage of that. Gamrot versus Khabib, man, it's a loaded ass question for $2, Colt Killer. I'm just kidding. Gamrot striking's improved a lot. Gamrot striking has improved a lot. But I kind of feel like what the Petr, I feel like Gamrot. I feel like I kind of envision that fight being Khabib defending every single takedown attempt. And I don't know. Gamrot did rock Dan Hooker pretty bad. Fucking like lunging, like duck, uphand, overhand. You know what I mean? But I kind of just envision Khabib defending every single takedown and still maybe even slightly getting the better of him on the feet, maybe. But I think he'd give him problems for sure. I think he'd give him problems. Because the thing is, Gamrot can out-scramble Khabib. He can out-scramble Khabib very, very well. Obviously, I think on the ground, Khabib's a lot more dangerous. Khabib was really good off of his back. He was really good off of his back. You see how hard it is. I'm kind of like waffling about when it comes to trying to think of Khabib actually fighting a good striker. Like it's very difficult. I don't think Khabib was a terrible striker. I don't think he was very. I think that he had very good eyes and he was very good at staying safe on the feet. Poor Magomedov's getting goddamn brutalized here. I think he was very good at staying safe on the feet. He had good footwork and movement. He understood what it took to stay safe on the feet. But the problem is Gamrot can out-scramble him. For sure, he can out-scramble him. But I kind of also, I feel like Khabib wouldn't try to wrestle with him. Like, really hard, unless it was up against the fence. He would just defend takedowns and separate. So I think they both give him a lot of problems. For sure. I mean, kind of, Ellie, kind of. But, I mean, let's just be real. Charles was just fucking... Like, it was like Charles's game plan in that fight was just to absorb punches at that point. You know? He literally was just walking at him, not even trying to move his head. Like, he was just trying to fucking break him, practically. You know? Like, the way that Charles, like, approached the Max Holloway fight was different than the Gamrot fight. You know? Like, you could tell Max Holloway, he was a little bit more nervous about striking with him. Like, really, really pressured him immediately. You know what I mean? Was like, you know, but with Gamrot, like, he was literally at a certain point, just was walking at him. But I mean, like, what's Khabib's path to victory to Gamrot? Or Benil Dariush? I think it's difficult. I just think it's defend all the grappling and disengage, and then just be fucking awkward, stay safe on the feet, constantly move, find your moment to blitz. Like, he was more dangerous than you. He's not a bad striker. He's just not very polished, you know. And the thing is, like, I don't really care who you are. If Khabib does get you, like, if Khabib gets a body lock on you and you're on your knees up against the fence, I don't really care who you are. Like, he's elite from there. He's absolutely elite. It's just getting those people there could be difficult. Could be very difficult. Way too smoking for the $5. Hot takes. Full girth Charles only loses to Ilia. Healthy Shavkat's only kryptonite would be Ian Gary. And Paulo Costa will have a title run at light heavyweight. Listen, we're not going to talk about Paulo Costa because he may or may not. Man, every time I glance back over at this fight after glancing away, somebody else is winning. Like, pretty dominantly. You know, we're going to skip Paulo Costa because, believe it or not, that actually may come up on the subject of today's stream. Healthy Shavkat's only kryptonite would be Ian Gary. You know what kryptonite is, right? Way too smoky. Like, kryptonite. Kryptonite's like someone's ultimate weakness. And you know they fought. Ian Gary and Shavkat fought. And Shavkat was healthy. And he won. Like, Shavkat won on, like, it was a close fight, but, like, it wasn't that competitive. Like, Ian Gary really only had that one big moment. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I'd agree with that. And also, man, does Ilia Topuria beat full girth Charles? Well, he did beat full girth Charles. He did. But did Charles fight like a fucking moron in that fight? That also was true. You know, way too smoky. To say that Ian Gary came into that fight on 2 weeks' notice, I think is a little bit disingenuous because he was in training camp for another fight that was going to be a couple weeks down the road. So, like, he did overall take the fight on short notice, but he wasn't just, like, not training and then all of a sudden, like, oh, you're fighting Shavkat in 2 weeks. Let's go. You know, that's not what happened. He was already in training camp. And then, you know, and he was supposed to fight, I think, like a week or two after I think maybe 2 weeks after the Shavkat fight, he was supposed to already fight. He was in camp. And then they went, actually, we want to fight Shavkat instead. Man, this is a very close fight. This is a real tough organization they're fighting in. And the reason why I think it's a very, very tough organization is because obviously it's Petr Yan fighting somebody whose name is Magomedov, or Magomedov. Like, you can understand why this is a scary division. The thing is, Magomedov needs to climb up his back better. There you go. Now he's doing it. But he didn't get the hook. Yeah, but he didn't have no camp and no planning. He had trained with Shavkat before. And he did have a camp. I think the problem with Ian Gary is that his style is really built for... his style's built for guys who are taller and longer, or he's built his style he's developed is for guys shorter than him. Ian Gary, he's sort of he's a length and footwork merchant. He loves to stay away from you. He loves to kind of stand just outside of range and pop shot you. You know what I mean? Teeps and leg kicks and jabs from range, but he likes to stay just outside of range of you. And the problem is that really, like you saw, Shavkat just outboxed Ian Gary through and through. Whoa, reverse triangle. He just outboxed him because Ian Gary's style of standing just outside of range from you, it doesn't work when someone's taller and longer than him. And Shavkat is about the same height with a way taller reach. That's sort of my problem I see for Ian Gary. But like, I don't think it's always going to be a huge issue. Like, I even think against Michael Morales, I think even though Ian's not going to be that much, he's a little bit taller, but he's not longer. But his footwork is so much better, and I think he's a much more crisp striker. Whereas Shavkat is a very good striker. With that being said, though, yeah, I would take a rematch of Ian Gary and Shavkat, but I just, in general, I don't chalk that up to like he didn't have any time to prepare for him. Beautiful bet, thank you for the 10 HK. How does Max do against Benoit Saint-Denis now that he's exposed? Yeah, I mean, dude, again, we had never fucking seen Max Holloway have to fight a really strong grappler before that wasn't, what, fucking Frankie Edgar? Volk, whose best aspect of his grappling is defensive. He's not even that strong of an offensive wrestler, offensive grappler. We'd never really seen him have to fight a good grappler before. Benoit Saint-Denis is just going to try to do what he's literally just going to try to do exactly what Charles did. Just be big and be girthy and walk Max down and try to smudge him up against the fence. And I think Max has a better shot against a Benoit Saint-Denis only because Benoit, again, very, very solid grappler, but he doesn't nearly have the skill of Charles Oliveira. He doesn't have the same back take ability, doesn't have the same submission ability. He's just more of a marauder. But again, Charles has reached full girth. So I don't even know if Benoit's that much stronger than him. Again, Benoit does have very good back takes and whatnot, don't get me wrong. But, we're setting up a triangle. Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know Petr Yan had this in his bag. Again, this is all not in the UFC and whatnot. It's for a smaller promotion and all, but like still, very good. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'd say Max is going to really struggle there. Because again, like we talked about a million times. Oh, that was tight. That was actually very, very tight. It's too bad the time ran out. That's too bad the time ran out. Max Holloway needs range. Like right here, exactly what Petr is doing right here is what Max Holloway needs. Because Max Holloway, it's a ton of volume, he's lighting you up, and then when you try to return against him, he just slides away, then right back to range. Slides away. But again, that doesn't exist when you just walk his ass down to the fence. It just doesn't exist. So, I think he's going to struggle against any really bulky grappler who wants to walk him down, Roman Santana, thank you for the $2. Islam versus Gary, Morales versus Shavkat, JDM versus Prates. Gary, Shavkat, Prates. To answer your question. Gary, Shavkat, Prates. It's so wild to watch like two straight up elite guys fucking going after it in a feeder organization for the UFC. The only thing is Magomed's setups to his takedowns haven't been phenomenal, but he's still been getting them. But I think he's starting to kind of get broken down here. Because as we all know, Petr is a slow starter. Look at that boxing. Yeah, Magomed's fucking broken, man. Magomed's broken. Look at that. He's really struggling here. Discipline 2030, I don't think that at all. I don't think that at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, that's not a good comparison at all. Leon Edwards is a very good grappler, dude. Very good. Very, very good grappler. Like, in fact, I don't think Leon has ever not been able to defend grappling apart from when he gassed out against Usman in the second fight. Damn, how the fuck did Petr give up his back again? He was breaking this guy. Oh my lord, I gotta rewind this, because I again, every time, I swear to God, I'm watching the fight and someone's dominating, then I glance at chat, and then I glance back, and then someone's getting their fucking, oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. That was sweet. That was a fucking, look at that. Look at that throw. That was nice. Magomedov's fucking elite. That's crazy. Oh, sorry, I missed someone's dono. Oh, thank you for the $5, Wait, so can we watch Moicano's post-fight interview at the desk? He rips BSD and Dan Hooker hilariously. He also said Ian Gary would be... I said Ian Gary would be as in potentially. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, fair enough, Way Too Smoky. I'm glad we clarified that. Yeah, I think potentially. You know, who knows? Who knows? He rips Benoit on these and Dan Hooker. I think I saw it. Yeah, we can look at it, I guess. I'll probably get copyright claimed, but I just won't put it on the screen. I'll just listen to it. Patchy Mix beat Magomedov? Well, listen, from what I'm seeing, Magomedov's issue is kind of striking. I mean, I'm not going to say it's his issue, but it's the issue that I'm seeing here. But Magomedov seems like a very strong grappler. Patchy Mix seems like somebody who can't fucking, you know what I mean? Who practically fights like he has a fucking neck fusion. You know what I mean? Can't fucking move his head for jack shit. So maybe that's why he can beat Magomedov. You know, beautiful bed. Thank you for the $10. Jan's back take defense kind of ass. Umar may beat him. Historically, yeah, he struggled here. Now, again, I don't want to judge a fight not in the UFC that harshly here. I don't want to do that. But, yeah, I would agree with you. It's not looking phenomenal. Here, at least. Against Aljamain Sterling, it didn't look great, even though... Oh, armbar! It's not looking great. Even though, you know, Aljo is fucking world-class in that area. We're back to the triangle game. But, yeah, maybe. Wait, what? What the fuck's going on? There's still time left. What the fuck was that? Yeah, we don't have a lot of examples of a Petr Yan needing to defend the back very well. Again, though, that's going to be the scary thing against an Umar. Is that you don't have the same luxury you do against Merab. You can't just get taken down and then pop up into turtle. You can't do that. You're gonna give up your back. You're gonna against an Umar. Though Umar is not as good as Aljo is. I'd like to see Umar do or Merab do or fucking Piotr, you got to grab the legs here. You got to grab the legs and flip him over the top. That's what you got to do here. Poor Magomedov is getting fucking butchered. Raheem. Think of the $2, buddy. Hamzat versus Ulberg, who wins? I don't know how good Ulberg's takedown defense is. Out of all the fights that I watched of his, I really don't know. I can't tell you how good his grappling is. But in general, I think that's the thing about Hamzat right now is that it just all comes down to the same questions we have about him, which is, we've seen him gas out when guys have been able to maintain a scramble against him. And if you're not awful off of your back, like Dricus du Plessis with no guard ability, and Hamzat's not just going to rest on top of you, what happens? What happens? I think you tell me, like, almost anybody, give me any elite guy in the 185, 205 pound division, whatever. It's going to be maybe even the welterweight division, because Usman was a welterweight fighting middleweight Hamzat, I'm just going to give you the same answer. It's like, well, I don't know. Apparently Hamzat's cardio is way better now. We've yet to see it. But we know for a fact that if you can keep the scramble going against him, he's going to slowly fatigue. We've seen it happen before. Ulberg's fucking huge. He's big. He's going to fucking size mog Hamzat like no other. I believe if you torture Hamzat, he can make 170. I think Hamzat, honestly, is probably the perfect 175er. I think Hamzat might be a world beater at 175. Yeah, Ulberg ain't even... I don't even think Ulberg can make 185, dude. So you know what? It's interesting. It's interesting. Very interesting. Well, this was a great watch. I can't say your name. I'm actually glad that we watched this. I was bummed when I saw it was 30 minutes long, but it was interesting. And again, it makes you think about an Umar. It makes you think about Petr Yan versus Umar because, again, is that fucking Zabit in his corner? That was Zabit in that guy's corner. That's crazy. That's crazy. Diego Lopez is more. Thank you for the $5. If Merab drills back takes with Aljo nonstop, is he unstoppable? Also, thoughts on Azamat Mirzakhanov. I mean, no. I don't think Merab is unstoppable if he drills back takes with Aljo nonstop. I don't think he is because, I mean, fucking Merab is like 35 years old, dude. Like, I just don't like what? Like, you mean like he just starts drilling with Aljo for the next like couple months? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think he can just magically add on a huge new wrinkle to his game. Part of it's just body type. Part of it is just Merab's body type. He's not as long. He's stubbier. He's a stubbier guy. Aljo's a much longer, lanky guy, which helps so much with stealing back takes. Like, listen. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything here, but I feel like as you guys have seen recently from my most recent grappling comp footage, I've got some pretty good back takes. I've got some very good back takes. I'm very good there, but I'm real long. I'm tall. I don't know. Like, if you just like asked me, like, I'm personally thinking like my Armin, as you guys know, Armin, who's appears with me on stream all the time. He's a student of mine. He's competed. He's a student of mine. I've trained him, from the ground up. But he's like fucking 5'9", way stubbier, kind of a different game than me. You know what I mean? He's a very strong wrestler. But just you asking me, well, what if he just drilled back takes with you nonstop? Would he be unstoppable? I'm like, I don't know. I don't think he can just. I don't think he can just develop those similar skills. Obviously, I think if he can improve, If Merab can improve there, it could be a problem. He could add to his game. But, like, I just don't think he'll just magically be fucking slapping body triangles on everybody. You know what I mean? I just don't think he's going to add that to his game with a few months of drilling, you know? I don't think he's got the right body type for it. I think he's already pretty, you know, he's already a grown ass man. You know what I mean? I don't think we're still in the skill development area from him, apart from just tweaking things around. But Asmat Mirzakhanov, he's fucking good. He's really fast. He's quick. He's Russian, which means he's very technical. He's very, very technical. We might talk about an Asmat Mirzakhanov when I get to this PowerPoint in a second, bro. So I don't want to spoil too much there, but I think he's very good. I think he's very good. I think he's very, very solid. Who knows though, man? Maybe Paulo Costa fucking changes. Maybe he fucking surprises some people. Who knows? Way Too Smoking Infantry Ewing versus Alexandre Topuria. Have you watched them? This might sound kind of crazy, but I feel like Ewing's quicker. I think Ewing's faster. I think he's quicker. I think Alexandre cracks harder. Obviously, just by the nature of how he fights just like Topuria, which is fucking turn your hips and shoulders into every single fucking punch. You know, but I think Ewing's a little quicker. I think he's got the hand speed on him. I don't know. That'd be interesting. I haven't studied them enough though to know for 100% certain. But from what I've seen, I think Ewing's the quicker guy. Better hand speed. I think he's higher like output. You know, I think he throws more. That'd be interesting. I'd love to see it. Obviously, though, if he fucking like again, if Ewing can't stop himself from getting walked down, it could be a problem for him. That could be a problem for him. But anyway, let me shrink my face. I guess we can start getting into it. I made a whole again. I hadn't made one of these in a while, but I made a slideshow. I was proud of it. I think I did a decent job on it. I took every single top UFC contender and I predicted their careers to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? Because obviously, who knows what certain matchups are going to happen. But I think with a lot of these guys, I think that there's some. I think I've got a solid outlook on how their careers are going to end, to say the least. I think so. Obviously, not that long ago. We did one of these where I said the biggest problem with every single top contender. So there will be some overlap with some of these guys, but for the most part, I think we got a good thing here. I think we got a good thing going here. I can tell chat is thrilled to get started. You'll have to wait and see, some guy. You'll have to wait and see. Basically, it was just like if I considered you a top contender, I picked you in every division. Some of the divisions had more than others. Some divisions didn't have as many top contenders as other ones did. Oh my God, Zayn Ali. Thank you for joining the fan club. Dude, I actually think you've already joined the fan club. Your name looks familiar. I think you've already done it. But again, obviously, maybe if I'm wrong here, if you want to join the members-only Discord, on my most recent Mosvar members-only video, the top pinned comment is a link to join the Discord. Phenomenal chat. You also now have access to a literal infinite amount of content that we don't have to worry about any copyright on my members-only videos, so it's phenomenal. You're going to really enjoy your stay here. Fluke merchant for the $5. Rather be an attribute merchant with mid-skill, so like crazy cardio, chin, power, athleticism, speed, or be a skill merchant with mid-attributes? Generally, I think being a skill merchant is what you're going to want there. I think being a skill merchant is what you want. Again, because to describe somebody as an anything merchant means that they're like they're extremely high level in that particular thing. Like their success comes from purely that thing. For my success to come from skill, I mean that's that's kind of, to me, that's an Islam Makhachev. I feel like Islam Makhachev's a skill merchant. He's not a bad athlete. But, like, he doesn't have any phenomenal attributes at all. There's nothing about Islam, maybe apart from, like, fucking his squeeze, maybe. He's got some, like, crazy squeeze strength, I guess. Even then, though, I think there's a lot of skill with it. I think that, like, obviously, the way he does the short arm darce, you know what I mean? It's the short, again, with the regular darce, it's like this. You don't have as much pull up on the choke. But that short arm darce, look what happens right here. I grab my wrist, and then I pull this up. You see that? Look at the squeeze that puts on. You can't really do that the same way here. But that just fucking wrenches the throat. It's skill, I think. It's skill. I think being a skill merchant will always be the most important. I think that will always be the most important. Especially as you start getting a little bit older. You know what I mean? As your attributes start to fade, if you still got the skill behind it, you're still a fucking problem, But Islam is also probably on steroids. But who isn't these days? Who isn't? Who fucking isn't these days? All right, are you guys ready to get started? All right, we're getting started. Starting off, the very first top contender we're looking at today. Yellow.
Yep.
Hello? Who is this? Okay, moving on. I don't know. I've been getting harassed. I don't know who that is, but they keep calling with different phone numbers. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Anyway, the first top contender we're looking at today is Alexandre Pantoja. I'm going to predict the career of Alexandre Pantoja right now. And you know what's great about this is I made all of this morning. And I don't remember exactly what I said for most of these people. So we're going to kind of remember together. What exactly did I say? Let's see. Alexandre Pantoja, his career. He's going to fight the winner of Van versus Taira. He destroys Joshua Van. He fucking manhandles Joshua Van. He ruins his life. If he has to fight Taira, he wins a closer fight against Taira, I think. Wins a closer fight. I think Taira, can maybe scramble with Pantoja a bit. Is not bad on the feet, but at the end of the day, he's going to get out girth, and he doesn't have the back take ability. And then after that, he'll be 40 years old. He loses to Gooch at 40 years old and rides off into the sunset. That's what's happening. That's what I think is probably going to happen. And then Gooch also rides off into the sunset after winning. Okay, fine. All right, next, Manel Kape. I'm sure you guys can figure out what's going to happen with Manel Kape's career. Obviously, as we know, Manuel is fighting Gooch coming up soon. We recently, on Members Only, rewatched his last fight against Gooch at Ryzen. And basically, based on me rewatching that fight, all thanks to Way Too Smoky, by the way. All thanks to him. What I think is probably going to happen is he gets dismantled by the Gooch. Dismantled. He gets on more PEDs to try to compensate. His breast tissue grows just simply too large. Gets caught by the UFC anti-doping program, and his career is ruined. That's what I would probably say. I mean, again, I know I say this every single time, but you can legit get some straight up fucking sustenance out of this thing, dude. You literally could. Like if I had to pick somebody right now to get stranded on a desert island with, it would be Manel Kape, because I can fucking probably get, I can get nutrition out of this. This is what's going to keep me alive. I think the Gooch is just better than him everywhere. It's not a good look when Manel Kape has to try to grapple against you, which is what we saw in his last fight against Gooch. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Manel Kape's entries into his strikes were very rudimentary. It wasn't very good. Maybe he can improve a little bit in the rematch against Gooch. Maybe he can improve a little bit. I doubt it, though. I'm on the Gooch hype train. I doubt it. He's going to lose, get on more PEDs, compensate. This is going to balloon up, and then he just can't hide from the anti-doping program anymore. Ruins his career. All right, next. Tatsuro Taira. I literally do not remember what I said about Tatsuro Taira. Like, I literally do not. I have no recollection of what I initially put about him. I have no idea. What did I say? Okay. The hips of Joshua Van are too strong, which I agree with. That's the one thing I would say about Joshua Van. Dude, when Van sprawls on you, his hips are so strong. Like, it's really difficult to get in on takedowns against Joshua Van. I think it's going to be a striking match. I think he does a little bit better than most people assume, but I think he's still going to lose. That's what I think. And then once he loses and he goes, officially has 2 losses on his career, I think that's pretty much it for him. I think he fades off into obscurity. That's what I would say. Steve, thank you for 10 months of being a member. Do you have any early thoughts on Costa versus Mirzakhanov? At first I was thinking Mirzakhanov easy, but when I watch him fight, I'm not sure. Listen, Steve, I don't want to spoil anything, but maybe just keep on watching this. And maybe that question will get answered for you. Taira's young, but dude, did you see how bad Taira cried his little eyeballs out when he lost to Brandon Royval? He can't take it, man. I can't take it. I don't think he can take it. I don't think he can handle that much loss, that much defeat. I don't believe he can. All right, next. Merab Dvalishvili. I'm going to be sad the day that Merab loses, or Merab retires. I'm going to be really sad about that, because I just love saying his name. But he's going to retire one day, and that's going to make me sad. I don't remember what I said about Merab exactly. Let's see. Okay, Merab lands a couple of more calf kick against Yan, but the knee pointing too strong. Again, that's what I think was one of the big things missing from the first Yan fight to the second Yan fight, was that Merab hurt his calf really bad round 2. He just wasn't there in the third fight, the second fight at all. I think he's gonna look to throw more calf kicks. I think he's gonna land a few more, but again, Petr, I think he's gonna be ready for it, and he's gonna be knee pointing, like he was doing in that second fight against Merab, even though Merab only threw about 3 calf kicks. I think he's going to mix up more body shots to Petr. I think that's going to be something him and his team try to work on a little, because, he was just getting countered too badly from, every single punch being absorbed upstairs. I remember his corner telling him going into round 5, they were like, Merab, he's fucking hurting your body bad. You can go down to his body. Start trying to drop his hands a little bit. I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to try to see more calf kicks, more body work. But I think it's going to come to some okay success, but I think he still gets beaten by Yan. I think Merab's the kind of guy that he cannot exist without fighting. He can't. He's not going to retire. He's fucking not. He's not. How? What on earth was this guy born to do other than fight? He's not going to retire. He's just going to keep fighting forever. I think he fucks up a lot of contenders until his body completely falls apart, and then the UFC have to fucking, he's going to be getting fed with a pitchfork through a cage when he's 60 because he's that fucking brain dead. Exactly, Ryu Puking. Arner Magomedov. Listen, I wish I had watched Petr versus Magomedov before I made this, because who knows, man? I'm starting to think that Umar stands a better chance against Petr than I thought. But I don't remember what I said. Oh, that's right. Okay. He's gonna get skipped over by Sean O'Malley for beating Zahabi. The fans will not be happy about that, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, Sean is gonna beat Zahabi, and then he's gonna get a title shot. He's then gonna fight the winner of Petr versus Sean, loses a razor close decision to the winner, and then Khabib disowns him. I just don't think there's any other way. Listen, I think that, yeah, honestly, Petr's back take defense has never been that great. It's not bad, but we just watched Magomedov constantly get to Petr's back. Aljo constantly got to Petr's back. But if Aljamain Sterling can't submit you on the back, I doubt Umar can submit him on the back. I don't think he can. I also, in general, don't think Umar's back take ability is nearly as good as Aljo's. But I think at some point against Petr, he's going to get to the back. But I think Petr will survive. And again, dude, the body triangle, it's a really tiring position on your legs. It's very, very tiring. I mean, listen, think about it, right? Imagine you have somebody in turtle, right? You have a body lock on them and they're turtled. Right now, they are carrying your weight. But now I'm going to transition from them carrying my weight to now I'm going to throw my hooks in, pull him on top of me. Now I'm carrying their weight, and now I'm forcing my legs around their body to force their hips square. It's a tiring position. And we've seen Umar kind of slow down over 5 rounds. And Petr Yan is a slow starter. And obviously, my biggest problem for Umar on the feet is he relies on footwork and movement, like the Dagestanis do. There's something about him and Islam and Khabib. They try to rely on their eyes for defense. They just constantly try to move. They constantly try to stay away from you. They try to slide away, but he doesn't have a tight guard, man. He doesn't have a tight guard. He's not answering the phone. He's not shoulder rolling. He ain't Philly shelling. So I think at a certain point, Petr is going to get him sort of backed up, and then all of a sudden, now that Umar can't move away because he's backed up to the fence, that's where the fucking body shot, headshot comes in. And again, that's going to happen against the winner of Petr versus Sean. Khabib will disown him. But then you may be asking yourself, well, but who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who's the winner of Petr versus Sean? Who's the winner? I'll tell you who the winner is. Sean O'Malley. We're moving on to him. And I think predicting the career of Sean O'Malley, believe it or not, is actually very easy. Very, very, very easy. I think Sean O'Malley, this is exactly what's going to happen to him. He's going to beat Zahabi. He's going to get outgirthed by Petr. Upon getting outgirthed by Petr, he's going to retire and try to become an influencer to very mediocre success, I think. That's what I think. I think that, again, Sean O'Malley lacks girth. He does. He's not the biggest. He's not the strongest. He's not the thickest. But, you know, he's very good on the outside. His striking on the outside is very good. But what happens this time when Petr closes the distance with his boxing, like he did in the first fight, gets to the hips, takes him down, but now Petr's bigger and stronger? What's going to happen? I think he's going to struggle there. With how badly he got outstrengthed by Merab and how Petr was able to really contend with Merab just tit for tat in the wrestling. Again, that's the first thing we saw about Petr Yan when he went out there against Merab. So the first thing we saw was that he fucking looked. You saw Petr's fucking back muscles, dude. They were huge. Again, Sean O'Malley. There was a time back in my life where I used to consider Sean O'Malley like one of the best strikers in the UFC. I used to think he really was one of the best, just through and through. I thought he was S tier. I remember ranking him S tier on a strikers tier list at one point. He's just not, though. He's not. He is elite on the outside. His footwork is elite. His how he sets up punches, the way he feints, that's all elite. But in the pocket, he leaves a lot to be desired. He leaves a ton to be desired in the pocket. He gets so uncomfortable when you close the distance with him, and that's a big problem. That's a really, really big problem. I mean, we saw he beat Song Yadong, but he did not want to stand in front of him. You know. All right, next. Movsar Evloev. Movsar Evloev. This was another one I thought very easily, like we know what's going to happen with Movsar's entire career. I feel like Movsar's career follows a bit of a cycle almost, or at least it will follow a cycle. I think that Sean has no knockout power. Yeah, he does. He does. He for sure has more knockout power. He does have knockout power. But it's more accuracy and speed. It's not easy for people to close the distance on Sean, but Petr Yan has elite boxing. He has elite boxing. He did get on the inside against Sean, and that is what opened up the takedowns in the last fight. And Sean did well against the takedowns there, but this time Piotr's going to be girthier. Anyway, Movsar, I think his career is going to go through a cycle. I think he is currently on a cycle. Looking at him, I think he's on cycle for sure. But here's what's going to happen to Movsar. Movsar is going to fight Volkanovski next. He's going to get daddied by him. Absolutely. He's then going to go home and get consoled by his formerly underage wife, and I think that's going to make him feel better. And then he's going to have a new level of confidence. He's then going to become champ by another robbery. Movsar has this ability to win robberies, dude. He just does. On Members Only, we did a Members Only video watching him versus Arnold Allen. Complete fucking robbery, he still won. Like, I don't understand how one gave him that fight, yet he still won that fight. Fucking Lerone Murphy. Like, there's no way in hell that fight could have been anything other than a draw. And he won the fight via robbery. Oh my god, fucking Diego Lopez. Robbery. That fight was so clearly 2 rounds to 1. Movsar won round 2, that was it. Diego Lopez bitched him rounds 1 and 3 on short notice. Had him in literal 2 fight-ending submission attempts in both of those rounds. Round 1, he had 2 fight-ending submission attempts. Round 3, 2 fight-ending submission attempts. All Movsar had was control time. He's won by 3 robberies. He's gonna win the title by another robbery. It's gonna fucking happen. Oh, Meme Big 8, thank you for the $10. People forget, man, Zahabi cleanly took a round off Aldo on the feet, whereas Mario had nothing for Aldo. Zahabi's weird-ass pressure and toughness will open up the body shots, and Zahabi will win trust. You know what? Listen, in fairness, Meme Big 8, I have not, actually critically thought about Zahabi versus Sean O'Malley at all. And frankly, yeah, you know what? I do need to do some film study on Zahabi, because if you were to ask me right now what makes him good, I could only give you a very surface level answer to that question. I haven't really tried to break him down and analyze exactly what makes him good. I don't know. I just know he's generally very technical. But he's not a very good athlete. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Mimbigate, that's a fair shout. You have inspired me to, I need to watch some Zahabi fights and try to actually understand what makes him good. But anyway. Next. Diego Lopez. This is another one that I think is very easy to guess how his career is going to go. This is another one. Very, very, very easy. I think, for one, I don't remember what I said. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right. So he's going to eventually get the title shot against Movsar. I think every single round, all 5 rounds, he's going to have at least 1 fight-ending submission. Movsar wins by the earlier stated robbery we talked about. He then tries to move up to 155 and gets destroyed. He's just not technical enough. He's just not. For somebody who's a knockout artist, who has a tremendous amount of power, for someone who looks like a world beater on the pads, I've personally never seen somebody have worse punching mechanics in my goddamn life. It's really bad. It's terrible. Diego Lopez, especially in in the featherweight division, which is such a technical division, right? Filled with technicians. He can't box, dude. I shouldn't say he can't box, but he has no boxing fundamentals. Diego Lopez's punching mechanics, I feel like I can talk about MMA fighters' punching mechanics all day long. You know, someone who, again, you know, listen, I hold pads for a lot of people. You know what I mean? I like to fancy myself as a bit of a young pre-Michael J. Fox disease Freddie Roach. Okay, maybe not really, but I do hold pads for a lot of people in the gym. You know, I understand. I can tell somebody how to throw a decent uppercut. You know what I mean? I can teach somebody to set up a nice body shot. By the way, I have a members only video on how to set up liver shots. If you guys want to check that out. Diego Lopez's boxing sucks, and I feel like without his massive size advantage that he does have down at 45, I think up at 55, it's tough for him. It's tough for him up there, man. That's what I generally think is going to happen. All right, next. Justin Gaethje. I think we all know how Justin Gaethje's career is probably going to go. Go ahead, guys. Give me let's hear it. We all know how it's going to go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Nice apartment 1564. Yeah, no, yeah, he's going to get killed. You literally got it right. I think he's actually going to die. And the reason I think he's actually going to die is because Justin Gaethje, for whatever insane reason that I fully don't understand, he loves going like this anytime one throws anything against him. I remember when we were watching him versus Khabib, and Khabib ran at him with a flying knee, and Gaethje went and tried to fucking headbutt the flying knee. He's gonna eat, I swear to God, he's gonna eat an uppercut, and he's gonna fucking try to headbutt the uppercut. And I think we're gonna see his face gets caved in. I think he's gonna die. And I think, you know, even if he does somehow make a miraculous recovery, he said he's gonna retire if he loses. I think he's going to retire via dying. I really think he's going to die, which is sad, but yeah. Next. Arman Tsarukyan. You guys aren't going to like what I'm about to say about Arman. Now, there was a time where I was picking Arman to beat Ilia Topuria. I'm not anymore. And there's one reason why I'm not. There's one reason why I'm not picking him to beat him anymore. There's one reason. Meme Big A, thank you for the $5. What makes you think Mosvar wrestles Lopez in a rematch when Volk couldn't do it at all? Well, because Volk's not a very strong offensive wrestler at all. Mosvar's very good. Mosvar's way better. Mosvar blows Volk out of the water. That's a terrible comparison. Lopez's wrestling's improved a shit ton from their first fight. Based on what? Based on that one takedown that he hit on Gene Silva? Yeah, you cannot compare Volk's offensive wrestling to Mosvar's offensive wrestling. You just can't do that. Volk cannot wrestle offensively to the level of Mosvar at all. Volk's best aspect of his grappling is purely defensive. Way too smoky. Patty has the worst punching. He has the worst. Patty does legitimately have the worst. Like, Patty's punching mechanics, it, like, disillusions me how somebody has been training since they were like 14 and that's their boxing. We saw it in that Gaethje video. He literally threw a punch, like he literally did what that guy did in that fucking Ryan Garcia stream clip where he went like I can't believe it. And the worst part is he still landed on Justin Gaethje with that shot. He landed on him with that shot. Patty went like this, and he actually cracked Gaethje with it. That's the more shocking part. But anyway, yeah, I used to think he beats Ilia. I don't think that anymore. And the reason I don't think he beats Ilia is not because I think Ilia's good. It's because of this. He fights Charles for the BMF title. We skip what the outcome of that fight's going to be, because we might get into that on the next guy. We'll get into that on the next guy. But I think after fighting Charles for the BMF title, he beats another top contender. He then fights the champion and then loses. That's what I think. I forgot exactly what I said here, but it's because we're going to cover it in the next slide right here. So, what happens when he fights Charles for the BMF title? I'll tell you what fucking happens. I'll tell you what happens. Charles Oliveira is going to knock out Arman Tsarukyan because I just saw a clip of Arman on a podcast where Arman said that I made a mistake trying to wrestle with Charles Oliveira and that this time I'm going to strike with him. That is what Arman said about Charles Oliveira. That is awful. That is terrible. That is the worst thing Arman can do. I'm terrified of fighting Arman Tsarukyan as somebody who's team Charles Oliveira. And the reason why is because, for one, Arman Tsarukyan, I think at this point doesn't know how good of a grappler he is. I think Arman has improved his jiu-jitsu a lot. I think that again, Arman is one of the few guys that has an explosive enough double leg, and he can shoot low enough that he can negate Charles's guillotine attempt and can negate his pressure. Because Charles is gonna high guard pressure you, and it makes him run into the fucking takedowns. And he's such a jacked hamster on top of you with nasty ground and pound. It's hard to get anything off of your back. Charles did still do it a little bit in that fight, you know what I mean? Again, he did armbar triangle him at the end of round 2. Don't get me wrong. But I think that's what makes me scared about fighting an Arman, is that Charles' striking gets really muted by the fact that he can't pressure Arman because Arman's going to fucking make him run into double legs. But if Arman's not going to grapple at all, he's fucked. Remember when Charles at the very start of round 2 just fucking stepped in and cracked him? It didn't even end up landing that flush, but Arman just completely stood there completely still and got cracked. Fucking Dan Hooker was still popping the jab on Arman. I'm scared of Arman's grappling against Charles, but he says he's not going to do it. He's just going to strike. All right, well then we're knocking out Arman Tsarukyan because he doesn't want to grapple. Ilia, I think Ilia, I think I get a lot of Conor McGregor vibes from Ilia. He doesn't want to rematch Charles. He already won. So he's just going to maybe move up to welterweight at that point. And then I think somehow the UFC finds a way to give Paddy Pimblett another title shot. And I think Charles beats Paddy Pimblett. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy on that one. Way too smoky. Thank you for the $5. And Ilia's new training video on his YouTube channel in Spanish. He was training wrestling and submissions off takedowns specifically for Arman. Yeah, so way too smoky. We watched Ilia's video yesterday on stream. Ilia copyright claimed the entire stream. Fuck you, Ilia. You know what was great though? We were watching them grapple, and he said it was a road to the White House, is what he said. That's what the title of the video was. So it looks like he might be really working on his grappling for Gaethje, which I think is great. Which I think that makes a lot of sense. What I loved in particular was Ilia and his coach were specifically working on side control. And what I love about that is the reason they're doing that is because obviously Charles let him get to side control, and then Ilia tried to obviously staple Charles's arm down with his shin, and then Oliveira literally just immediately threw him into a leg lock off of that. And you can tell Ilia's coach was like, all right, that wasn't good. We got bitched right there. We need to fix this big time. And they were like really working on side control pins, which, yeah, makes sense, right? Because you can't go from... I truly believe side control is probably the most dominant pinning position. It simply is. I'll take side control over mount. Legitimately, mount is so hard to control because again you just can't, your hips are square with your partner. They can fucking hip you up, they can start getting their legs in, but dude, fucking side control is so hard to escape from. And then Ilia lost that position within 5 seconds and was put into a submission attempt of his own, and that's why him and his team were working on trying to defend that position better, which is great. I think that's smart because Ilia needs to improve there. But anyway, I think we might even see Ilia try to grapple in this fight. Grim Sharma, thank you for the 40 rupees. Ilia will grapple Gaethje. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Grim Sharma. Yeah, I think so. Based on his current training footage, I think that would be a great statement to make. Because again, everybody likes to I don't doubt that Ilia's not a good grappler with good submissions. I don't doubt that, but it always has annoyed me that like so many people will just be like, oh, well, Ilia will just win by submission in this fight that I'm making. You know what I mean? Like, who would win, Ilia or this guy? They go, well, Ilia would win by submission. I'm like, based on fucking what would he win by submission? Like, based on what? Remember when like legitimately a lot of people were predicting that he would submit Max Holloway? Like they were dead ass predicting that. And I'm like, how? What? You're literally just guessing. Like you don't know that. You can't know that. And obviously couldn't even hold Max Holloway down. But anyway. Beautiful Pad, thank you for the 10 HK. If you lock in and go pro, you beat Patty and Gaethje easily. You think that I do, Beautiful Pad. Well, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I beat Patty and Gaethje easily. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe. If I locked in for the next fucking 10 years, maybe. Potentially. I'm never gonna pick against myself, but I'm definitely not gonna do that. Fluke merchant, thank you for the $2. You didn't put Gene Silva. What are your thoughts? Yeah, Gene Silva ain't no top. I forgot about him. I'm sorry. I forgot about him. I did just legitimately forget about Gene Silva. Big my bad on that one. Big my bad. Next. Here we go. Prince Harry is gay. Thank you for the $2. Praying for Olives to get iced after that thumbnail. Well, unfortunately for you, Armin says he's not going to wrestle with him. That's a big problem. And I don't think Ilia's one for rematches. Ilia's just going to move up. So, But yeah, all right. Guys, I'm sorry to JDM. Jack Della Maddalena, look, he's a nice kid. He means the best. He always means the best. But Jack Della, I mean, sometimes in life, very fortunate events happen for guys. And I think Jack Della Maddalena is one of those guys that just, the stars aligned for him. Because this dude was never good enough to be champion. Let's just be real. The guy, barely beat Kevin Holland by the skin of his teeth. He got to fight an old, washed Gilbert Burns. He was losing that fight very handedly before busting out a crazy Hail Mary knee. Luckily for him, Craig Jones was there to teach him to not give up his back against Bilal Muhammad. And obviously, his team really worked very well on using his striking to just shut down takedown attempts. Because, again, Bilal Muhammad loves to pressure. Unfortunately, Bilal Muhammad pressuring turned him into a piñata. He couldn't get on any takedowns because Jack kept lowering his head. And because he kept lowering his head and down blocking and then keeping his hands low, he was always getting underhooks. He was always using his forehead as a block. And Bilal just didn't have any ability to set up head kicks. You know what I mean? But let's be real. This dude was never good enough to be champion. He wasn't. I think that if he had fought in Shavkat, he's getting creamed. Not only is he getting creamed by Shavkat, he's getting creamed on by Shavkat. If this dude fought, Colby Covington, he ain't beating Colby Covington, dude. He ain't beating Colby Covington. That's not happening. He's not happening. Leon Edwards destroys JDM every which way. Okay, at a certain point there, I started joking. I don't really remember at what point I started joking, but I did start joking around there. But you can choose where that cutoff is. What did I say about JDM? Okay, doesn't ever win another fight at 170. Tries to move down to 155, becomes a top contender again, but she's not quite champ down at 155. Listen, I hate to say this. I really do. In fact, I actually think a lot of people love to talk shit about his split decision win against Kevin Holland. I wholeheartedly think that fight was impressive. Again, Kevin Holland is a good boxer. He's a good boxer who is 6'3" with a fucking 80-inch reach, dude. 6'3", 80-inch reach. JDM is 5'10" with a 73-inch reach. And he just straight up had a boxing match with Kevin Holland and he beat him. Just straight up boxing match. I actually think that was very impressive. I think that was very, very impressive. But with that being said, man, there are moments in the Kevin Holland fight, right, where Jack Della, right, he's keeping up his tight guard, you know what I mean? He's walking forward, he's setting up really good combinations, but he's a volume guy. He's not someone who's going to sting you with one shot. There were a couple of moments where Holland would extend out with a lead hand, and, you know, Jack Della would he'd brace for it, it would kind of clip him on the forehead. There was one moment it did kind of clip him on the cheek a little bit, right? I hate to say this, man. I'm really afraid that Prates, if he just really steps right through straight left hand, I think he's way more powerful than Kevin Holland. Way more powerful. Obviously, Kevin Holland lost a fucking D-Rod. I'm afraid, again, it's similar to Petr Yan, not even quite the same. Petr Yan's tight high guard's fucking elite. Jack Della does not have that same tight high guard. But again, like defensively, I think that I think that Prates is going to land a clean straight right hand at some point. And I think he can really hurt him. And I'm afraid, but I think he can hurt him. I think he can. Now, if obviously JDM in the pocket, I think is going to have a big advantage over Prates. I do. I think he's way better in close. But with that being said, Prates have been improving a lot. Prates has been working on his head movement. He's been trying to get away from his pure Muay Thai style, mixing in, spinning elbows and shit and trying to be more boxing heavy, more head movement heavy. That's going to help him a lot. Old Carlos Prates, the Carlos Prates that fought Ian Gary, I think when JDM closes the distance with him, he's kind of fucked. Because he can't land counters, he just covers up and backs up, and I think Gary is just going to put a pace on him. I still think Jack could at some point get cracked, but I think he's going to put just a pace on him with volume. But I think that I'm just afraid with Prates' improvements and the head movement and whatnot, more counter ability, more footwork, mixed in with the fact that, again, I just think JDM's not that. I think JDM, again, even Gilbert Burns was blitzing in with overhands, and again, he did a good job covering up, but he would still kind of land here or there. I'm afraid Prates is going to sting him. I'm afraid. Now, I think the other problem is just the 170-pound division's tough, dude. The 170-pound division's fucking tough. It's a tough division. It's a really, really tough division these days. I think that there are matchups he could theoretically win, but something just tells me that Jack is just going to get the short end of the stick on this one. Something tells me that they're going to be giving JDM some really tough matchups. I just don't feel like he's going to be getting these Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman style matchups. I think they're going to be giving him the cream of the crop. That's what I think. Which I'm afraid, you know what I mean? Now, Chad tried to say he couldn't make 155. Well, he was 189 on fight night the last time that he fought. He was 189. He's going to have to lose some weight. He's going to have to walk around. I'd say he's going to have to lose a good, 7-8 pounds. And then it's going to be a tough cut for him. But, Moicano was fucking 182 on fight night. He's on, 7 pounds more, Jack's frame is not very big for 170. It's not. So I think he's going to try to get down to 155, but I think the cut's going to be a little too tough for him. I think he can become a top contender at 55. I just don't think he's going to quite get to champ status. Listen, LEC, I like JDM. I'm a big JDM fan. I actually really like JDM a lot. I think his boxing's that good. So I'd be happy. But I'm just afraid that's not going to be what happens, man. I'm afraid that I just don't see it. I just don't see it. All right, next. Fucking Marlon. Fucking Marlon, man. Marlon, I think I know what's going to happen to Marlon. He's going to fight Islam next. And he's going to... He's going to fight Islam next, and he's going to get grapple fucked by Islam. I used to be riding high on the Marlon Moraes hype train. I used to be riding really high on it. But I saw some grappling footage recently, and Prochazka is fucking Marlon is a complete fish out of water off of his back. Michael is a complete fish out of water off of his back. He's terrible off of his back. I was seeing some grappling footage. He was like doing jiu-jitsu, and when he was on top, he had some nice moves. He had a couple of nice moves, some nice transitions, but at one point he ended up getting sweeped, and he was like completely just he had no idea what to do off of his back. And I think the big problem is the dude's 26 years old. He's only 26. He's still so green. Wait till he's 30. I'm afraid, again, I still think it's an interesting fight. Because I don't think Islam is very good at closing space. I think that Michael generally does a good job managing range. You know what I mean? Timing jabs, uppercuts, overhands, and he doesn't like extend any. He's such a freak athlete. He's so big. This dude is the size of middleweights. This dude is the size of straight up middleweights. It's still an interesting fight. But I don't think he's ready for Islam. What I saw off of his back, he's too green there. He's too green. He's going to grapple fucked. Then he's going to fight someone like a Carlos Prates. And Carlos Prates has... Honestly, I think he's a little bit taller. They're probably around the same reach, but Prates is way more technical. Prates just is a more technical striker, better footwork, obviously comes from such an extensive Muay Thai background. And I think that Michael, generally, again, he himself is a bit of a height and range merchant. He doesn't move his head very well. He kind of just plants and jabs from really far away, wants to make you run into uppercuts and like winging overhands. And I think Prates is better. I think Prates is going to crack him. And then I think after about a good 4 years or so, he's going to develop a lot more because, again, he's so young. By the time he's 30, I think he's going to end up fighting for the belt, and it'll be against Ian Gary. And how is that going to look? I don't know exactly what his development's going to look like, though. That's the thing. I think he loses right now to Ian Gary because I think that Ian Gary, Michael is a bit of an attribute merchant. He is. He's a bit of an attribute merchant. I think that Ian Gary has way better footwork, better timing, better movement. So, Wait, what? I can't say your name. Thank you for the $2. Jan lost that fight? That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I thought he won for sure. Ian Gary doesn't get to fight Islam, as Islam retires after beating Michael, I should say. Oh my God, I wrote Marlon and then Michael. How the fuck did I do that? But yeah, I think Islam is going to fight a green Michael. He's going to Canelo him, and then I think he's going to retire. I think he then is going to beat Michael for the belt when Michael develops at some point. And then I think he's going to... I keep forgetting my computer's also touchscreen. And I think he loses to Shavkat after Shavkat finally heals. I think Shavkat's the best welterweight in the world right now. I think so. Though actually, I think Shavkat matches up with... I think you got an interesting rock, paper, scissors match here. I think that Ian Gary beats Michael, but I think Michael is actually a really tough fight for Shavkat. I think so. Because Shavkat just doesn't have that same footwork and movement as Ian Gary does. And Shavkat can be a little reckless, and Shavkat can kind of stand right in front of you sometimes. And I think, I'm afraid that Michael would crack him. Oh, Prates. Well, I'm not 100% sure, Grim Sharma, because I don't know what prime Morales looks like, but I think as of right now, he's way too green based on the training footage that I've seen. Colt Killer, thank you for the $7 Canadian. If Cyril beats Alex and Tom, where does he rank all time? If he actually beats Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall, which, by the way, we're going to talk about that, by the way. He's a top contender. We're going to talk about that. Is he, like, really up there as the GOAT? No, because he lost to Jon Jones so badly. And the Volkov fight, the second Volkov fight, people aren't going to be a huge fan of. But in general, I do think he'd be up there. I think he cracks most people's top 15s of all time if he can actually pull that off. And I don't think that's completely out of the realm of possibility. I don't think so. But he's going to need to, like, rematch Volkov or something. I don't know if he quite cracks a top 10 list with just those two, but I think he cracks most people's top 15s with that one. That'd be crazy. But anyway, Prates. Prates knocks out JDM. I think Bedtime's reaction will rival mine when Ilia knocked out Charles. He then fights Ian Gary and then loses again. That's what I think. That's what I think, personally. That's what I think. Maybe JDM can pull it off. I don't know about it, man. I don't know about it. I don't know. When we actually get closer to that fight, I'll actually make probably a whole breakdown about it, and I can be more certain. But right now, man, I'm pretty sure he knocks out JDM bad. I'm pretty sure JDM's gonna be like fucking snoring. I think JDM's gonna be fucking twitching on the ground like fucking Bryce Mitchell was against Emmett. Oh, now we're moving on to the 185-pound division. Nasruddin Imavov. This is another really easy one to me. I feel like the UFC literally forgets he exists and he never fights again. I've almost already forgotten this guy exists. When he fought Israel Adesanya in the last fight, Kai Barallo, that was meant to be the #1 contenders fight. And then he beat Kai Barallo, and the UFC just was like, okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. But look, by the off chance that the UFC does remember him, he loses to Sean Strickland at one point. That's all I know for sure. That's literally all I know for sure. Listen, again, when it comes to a Hamzat, when it comes to a Nasruddin versus Hamzat, again, at this point, it almost doesn't matter who you're matching him up against. If you ask me, how does blank do against Hamzat? As long as they're an elite guy, my answer is going to be, well, again, I've said it a trillion times. In the past, if you can actually make Hamzat scramble and keep working to keep you down, he's going to slow down. That's what we've seen in the past. Apparently that's fixed. We've yet to see it. He did not need to scramble against DDP. Whitaker ended in a fluke injury. I don't know. The only thing I know for sure, if they do remember him, I think he's going to fight Sean Strickland again at some point. He's going to lose. But I don't know. Again, I don't know. That's the one question about Hamzat that we're just going to have to wait until he fights DDP to figure out. Strickland to figure out. Unless he does just fucking pin Strickland down all 5 rounds. Like DDP. Then at that point, I'm like, well, now you just can't stop him. Now that question's irrelevant. That question doesn't mean anything anymore because now we just know that Hamzat's just going to pin everybody down. But anyway. Sean Strickland. I don't remember what I said about Sean Strickland. I literally can't even take a guess. Did I say he beats Hamzat? Maybe. I might have said that. I don't fully remember. Beats Hamzat, beats Nasruddin, and retires. All right, that's what I said. Yeah, I think that's possible. This one might age like milk. I'll be honest, but that's what I decided to fucking say. So there you go. Oh, we're up to the 205-pound division. Magomed Ankalaev. If I had to take a guess by what I said about Ankalaev, probably something about how the UFC is going to do everything and anything they can to keep him away from the belt. Probably that. No reasoning for that. Well, I just gave you my reasoning on why he'd beat Hamzat. Why would he beat Nasruddin? Because he did beat Nasruddin on a week's notice. He even took down Nasruddin at one point in that fight. Strickland, again, if your A game as Nasruddin is blitzing at you with boxing combinations, then you're not going to beat Sean Strickland, whose A game is boxing defense. And then for Hamzat, I gave you my reasoning. DDP, where, dude? What? I don't know. I think that guy's gone, man. I did not forget DDP. I don't think he exists anymore. I think we might have all imagined him. I think we all might have imagined him at this point. The dude's MIA. He's off the grid, bro. He's off the grid. There ain't no DDP. Where is he? He doesn't exist. I think he was just all a bad dream. No, I didn't switch up on him, but he's gone. He's not fighting anymore. I also kind of forgot about him when I was making this. But he's right. Am I wrong that he's gone? Where is he? He was a wet dream. He did. He disappeared NBA and MMA. He did. He does interviews. I would hope so. Ankalaev, I think, the UFC is going to make him fight the loser of Jiri versus Ulberg. That's what they're going to do. They ain't giving Onk the winner. They're giving Onk the loser of that fight and calling it a #1 contenders fight. Because they want to do anything and everything they can to not let Ankalaev get to the belt. He's going to beat Ulberg, I imagine, and then he's going to lose to Jiri. And then the UFC cuts him. That's what I think. I think he can beat Jiri, but I'm just gonna not let that enter my consciousness. I'm just gonna that thought is not gonna manifest anywhere up here, to say the least. And again, I think we saw what happens when you pressure Ankalaev and take away his distance management. We know how dangerous Jiri Prochazka is with the hands. He's gonna walk Ankalaev down, and he's gonna fucking get his ass backed up to the fence, and he's gonna fucking clip-a-doo, and he's gonna knock him out. That's 1,000% happening. That is happening. Next, Jiri Prochazka. I give him an 80% chance of beating Ulberg. But again, it doesn't really matter who Jiri's fighting. There's always that propensity that he just gets clipped. There's always a chance he gets clipped. But I give him an 80% chance to beat Ulberg. Then he beats Onk. Then he beats Paulo Costa, who blows everyone away and becomes elite at 205. That's the fucking prediction. That's the prediction. Guys, Paulo Costa spinning wheel kicked Robert Whittaker, man. And you don't think that Paulo Costa ain't going to be a problem at 205? Dude, I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know. I haven't thought that critically about it, but I was like, you know what? I think people forget, man. People forget. He split decision Sean Strickland. Costa, listen, maybe he's not the best boxer, but if you stand in... You know what I've noticed? Erin, by the way, is the biggest Paulo Costa hater. I've legitimately noticed that over my time of knowing her. She hates Paulo Costa. Chat, back me up on this one. Isn't Erin the biggest Paulo Costa hater of all time? I remember she once threatened to fucking murder my family because I said that I thought Paulo might be able to beat Hamzat. But listen, if you stand in front of Paulo Costa, he will treat you like a piñata. The thing that he struggles with, Costa struggles with really good footwork and really good movement. But look what he did to Roman Kopylov, somebody who Lucas Tracy said was gonna beat fucking Israel Adesanya at one point. But Kopylov doesn't have the footwork. Costa doesn't have the movement. Costa likes to stand right in front of you. And again, if you treat him like a piñata, he's gonna treat you like a piñata. So, and what do I think? I think the 205-pound division is a little stationary. I think they're a little stationary. And I think Costa's going to treat them like piñatas. But anyway, off of the 20% chance he gets clipped by Ulberg, because that will just always be a possibility. That while Yuri's hands are down and he's going like this right in front of him, he might just fucking eat a fucking knuckle right to the tip of the chin and get knocked out. Then Ankalaev is going to... Okay, so he's going to lose to Ulberg, and then he's going to beat Ankalaev, and then just re-get the belt, however that takes. He's going to re-get the belt, in whatever way that may be. All right, next. Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira. Shut up, some guy. Shut up. Who the fuck is Toaster Strudel? Somebody answer me that goddamn question. He just appeared one day and I don't know who he is. Which one of my moderators modded Toaster Strudel? Who did it? All right, I'll just leave it alone. Easy E47, thank you for the $2. We ever going to hear that Hamzat versus Costa breakdown? Listen. Costa is a bigger, more dangerous version of Gilbert Burns, on the feet at least. On the feet for sure. He's a way bigger, thicker, girthier, more dangerous version. And let me remind you, bro, that Paulo Costa's takedown defense against Yoel Romero was generational. Completely generational. Costa had some of the most athletic takedown defense I've ever seen against Yoel Romero, who, may I remind you, was an Olympic silver medalist. The only person that beat Yoel Romero was Adam Sayatev. And Adam Sayatev is Khamzat Chimaev's coach. Okay, maybe Hamzat beats Costa. Maybe Hamzat beats Costa. Maybe he beats Costa. That actually might happen. Again, the one guy that beat Yoel Romero in wrestling is Khamzat Chimaev's coach, Sayatev. And also Robert Whittaker also had some phenomenal takedown defense against Yoel Romero. That didn't matter against Hamzat, did it? But also fluke injury, though. Fluke injury. It was a fluke injury. Round 2 was going to be different. Start of round 2. I think Whittaker was going to start piecing Hammy up. Aaron, I don't even want to hear. Aaron, what do you dislike? What do you dislike so badly about fucking Hamzat? I mean, Paulo Costa. Oh God, Toaster Strudel is sending us links. All right, I'll bite. I'll bite on this one. Wait, where is it? Where the fuck's Toaster Strudel's links? Oh, we're way behind. We're way behind. I don't know why it's so behind on here. It's coming. Oh, there we go. Oh, God, what is this? Oh.
Let's go for that. 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 Let's go for that.
Thank you, Toaster Strudel. Saminkali Binkle. Thank you for the 9 months. Remember, who would you favor for Brady versus Buck? We are Zhang Ming Yang. We carry to frame. Why is Zhang Ming Yang so funny? Who do I favor? Brady versus Buckley? Oh. Listen, Brady's wrestling is not that good. Brady's a very good jiu-jitsuist, but his wrestling is not that amazing. It's good, but it's not that good. Like, it's solid, but it's not that solid. Does Buckley fucking crack him is the question. Does Buckley crack him coming in like Michael Morales cracked him? Brady, he's so big and bulky. He's like a giant refrigerator. He doesn't move that well. He's not super light on his feet. Kind of just walks at, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He's got solid boxing, but I'm afraid that Buckley might crack him. It was impressive, but here's the thing. If Buckley does get taken down, he's pretty fucked. If Buckley gets taken down once, he's fucked. Buckley's just anti-grappling defensive game was so bad against Usman. It was so atrocious. It was so terrible. Imagine being such a freak black athlete, and you have this luxury that Kamaru Usman is not going to take your back. You don't have to worry about it. If you get taken down, just get to your knees and fight the hands and try to stand back up. And Buckley was just incapable of it. So if Brady can take down Buckley, it's surefire. But that's just such a big if, because Brady's not the quickest. He's not the fastest. Yeah, he grapple-fucked Leon, but that was just because he was able to close the distance and fucking get in Leon's face with the pitter-patter boxing, which is one of Leon's biggest weaknesses. I'm going to give it to Brady. I'm giving it to Brady. Though I think he can get clipped and get knocked out. But I think Brady just stay safe, man. Stay safe on the feet. Time Buckley's fucking giant black guy overhands with double legs and just don't get clipped, man. Please. You're an elite fighter, for Christ's sake. Don't get clipped. But I don't know. That's an interesting one. Sebastian, for 6 months, remember, there's a vid of Diego Lopez and Crutches 10 weeks out from the UFC White House card. Does this change your thoughts on the outcome of Lopez versus Garcia? I mean, listen, 10 weeks out could be worse. I mean, I don't know, man. 10 weeks out, maybe. I don't know. That just doesn't tell me that much. You know what I mean? What, did he sprain his ankle? Did he fucking crack his fibula? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. That just doesn't tell me enough. Generally, I would argue that Diego Lopez should crush Steve Garcia. Don't tell Carlos Condit enthusiast I said that. But I think they're both wild, boxing heavy guys with a lot of power. But Diego's the bigger, more powerful, thicker, better grappler. Honestly, a little less wild, as crazy as that sounds. I think Garcia's more wild. When he throws, he ends up out of position a little bit more than Lopez does. But I don't know, man. Depends on how bad that injury is. It could. Blasha Chemical, thank you for the $5. Hamzat have good wrestling, but the secret juice girth will prevail. Guys, I think a lot of you guys don't understand how important girth is. They don't understand how important girth is. Aaron doesn't understand how important girth is. I'll tell you that, with how much she hates Paulo Costa. But girth matters. Girth is really important. Frankly, I think I would take girth over length any day, personally. That's what I would say. They're both important. You're going to want girth and length together. But I'm taking girth. That's what I want. I want thickness. I want juiciness. That's what I want. You know what I mean? When it comes to mixed martial arts, when it comes to the UFC, people like to say it's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion of the ocean. That is a quote people say about fighters in the UFC. What I say is fuck no. Unless you've got size, unless you've got power, unless you're fucking big and round and pulsating, I don't want it, man. I don't want it. Is Hamzat girthy? No, he's not. Hamzat's not girthy. Paulo Costa's girthy. Case closed. Way too smoky even for the $5. Diego Lopez just cornered a guy at the Apex. He's walking around and jumping around perfectly fine when his guy won. Also, don't sleep on RDR. Yeah, I mean, dude, I am curious to see how RDR looks up at 205. I mean, okay, it's good to know about Diego Lopez, though. Good to know. Thank you. Way too smoky, I swear to God, always has the proper fucking intel. He's always got the good information. Thank you. The thing is, though, I know RDR was a double champ at 205 and at 185, but over at 1, it's the same thing. Guys don't cut as much weight in other organizations. But he is, now RDR, he's one of those few guys that he has length and girth. He has length and girth. He's a thick guy. He's very girthy, but he's also 6'4". He's big. He's big. He will not be outsized for the light heavyweight division. And he's technical. So who knows? I would agree with you. They're way too smoky. All right, anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah, Alex Pereira. Okay. Alex Pereira lands a lot of leg kicks on Gon. KOs him with a lead hook. He then fights Tom Aspinall. Alex's first jab causes a detached retina on poor Tom, and he wins. He then defends the belt against Volkov and the salsa guy and wins. I forgot what the salsa guy's name was, the guy from Cuba. I forgot. But then, upon doing that, he then rematches Cyril Gane. Waldo, thank you. Waldo. I couldn't think of his name when I was typing this up. But then he rematches Gane. ... I somehow got it backwards. But Cyril Gane. By the second time he fights Alex, at this point, Gane's a legit black belt. He's a legit fucking black belt on the mat. Like, legit. The athleticism allows him to grapple a now older, aging Alex Pereira, and Cyril Gane becomes the champion without having to fight Volkov again or anybody else. He's just going to immediately get that title shot. I hate to say it, guys, but listen, Gane, have you seen him windmill dunk a basketball? Have you seen him windmill dunk? The dude is a freak athlete. Hey, 36 is young for the heavyweight division. It's young for the heavyweight division. By the time he rematches Alex 3 years down the line, he'll be 39. Alex will be like 42. He's going to be a real black belt on the mats. The athleticism, he's going to be getting in on takedowns. Alex is just going to be a little too old, a little too full of mold. Ellie, it ain't about Alex fighting 8 more times. I gave you 4 fights. He's going to fight Gane. He's then going to fight Tom. Then boom, boom. This is going to be his 5th. This is going to be his 5th retirement fight right here. That's a good point there, Steve. It is, right? He looks huge. He looks so huge, but he's such a little twinkle toes out there, you know? He's a twinkle toe out there on the octagon. He's all dancing around and, you know what I mean, being all elusive and moving like the wind. You know what I mean? He ain't in there fucking banging and biting down on his mouthpiece. It just ain't happening. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Did you guys like it? Aspinall's not a top contender. He currently has the belt. Okay, Meme Big 8, I would have done the women, but the problem is that fucking Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison. Kayla broke her neck and ruined the best women's fight of all time. I was so hyped. I was so fucking hyped for Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison. I was so excited, and then Kayla decided to go fucking jump head first off of her bed, or I don't know what she did, but she broke her neck. And now, like, now it pains me too much to think about women fighters. It pains me. I don't even want to do it anymore. You know, I would have. But anytime I think about women fighting, I just think about my heartbreak from that fight. I gave you my opinion on Alex versus Tom. The very first jab is going to cause a detached retina on Tom. He's going to get the Michael Bisping on both of his eyes the very first jab he throws. Food Manager, thank you for $2. Predict Gene's career or we riot? Okay. Mosvar wins the belt off some robbery bullshit. He then fights Gene Silva. Gene Silva jumps guillotine off every single takedown attempt the first 3 rounds to no success. Round 4 clips Mosvar and knocks him out. There you go. That's my honest-to-God prediction. That is my honest-to-God prediction. Patty is not a top contender anymore. Easy E, thank you for the $2. How would Charles versus JDM go? That's a tough fight for Charles. That's a tough fight. That's a really tough fight for Charles. That's really tough. I mean, Charles is going to come out ripping calf kicks, which I think is going to be a really important weapon. The problem is, though, JDM's just got Craig Jones there to help him with all the back takes shit and all the fucking submissions, but... And Charles's pressure, I don't know how well the pressure is going to work because we saw what happened when Belal Muhammad tried to pressure JDM. JDM just turned poor Belal again into a fucking piñata. I don't know. Charles ain't moving up to 170. Charles is a 55er. Charles is a 55er, you guys. He's a 55er. He ain't moving up to 170. We don't need that for him. Think of the $2. Wages won't get. Aspinall is back to full speed training, no contact. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I just think Aspinall's entire career is probably cursed. I think it's probably cursed. I think he's fucked. I think he's gonna be having eye problems the rest of his career. I think, and I think Alex will be the start of it. In fact think that Tom Aspinall will retire blind. I think he will retire with no sight. Colt, killing the choice in any sense? How does Charles versus Burns go? Okay, Burns is old and full of mold. Burns has better pure jiu-jitsu. Charles has better jiu-jitsu for MMA. Burns also was a former 55er. He's not the biggest for that weight class. He's a little bit more explosive. Believe it or not, maybe Charles on the feet. I actually kind of like Charles on the feet, maybe. Burns likes to cover up a lot. He's not super technical. I can see Charles like stepping in, landing some big punches. I could also see Charles getting cracked though with some fucking gnarly overhands. But I don't know. He keeps up that tight high guard and just walks him down. Maybe not. Honestly, okay. Maybe Burns is a fight that Charles can win. I think the overhands are going to be negated by just Charles' tight high guard, the pressure. I think when Charles closes the distance and Burns covers up like he does, I think he can start ripping those uppercuts and you know what I mean. Burns' wrestling's good, dude. In fact, Burns uses way more traditional wrestling than Charles Gleeglogschlag. All those fucking double legs and single legs he was hitting on JDM. Like, Charles practically only wrestles the upper body, I feel like. He does shoot sometimes, but for the most part, Charles likes to wrestle the upper body. Gilbert actually fucking shoots. Luke Merchant, thank you for the $2. Prime McGregor versus Yair. Who wins? McGregor crushes Yair. McGregor destroys Yair Rodriguez. He's just too sharp. He's too sharp with the hands. Way too sharp. He's going to crack Yair at some point. If Yair's getting cracked with a fucking lead hook and like getting hurt by a Volkanovski, what the fuck's Conor McGregor going to do to you? Conor way taller, longer than Volk. Even much longer wingspan than Yair too. That footwork, the movement, fucking going to step in and crack him. Oh my god, way too smoky. This? So this. It's a 10-minute video. Oh my god. Oh, it's 10 minutes long, and this is gonna get me copyright claimed. I can't even play it on the stream. I just have to listen to it.
Money.
Hey,
What's up?
Money, congratulations.
Nice.
Before we get into the fight itself and just technically how you broke down Duncan, I want to get into your mind and just what was your mentality as you made the walk? Did you feel like you had something to prove tonight?
Not really. I don't care anymore, you know. I don't really care. Back in the day, I used to think a lot about what people think and what not. Now I'm just here for money. But then I got money, you know. I fought for the belt, of course. I was not supposed to be fighting for the belt, but I got a lot of money, and then I have something outside, like I have a lot of business outside fighting. So I'm set. I just fight now because I want to talk about Jesus Christ, and I know this is boring, so I'm not, and I want to go this way, you know.
The other storyline coming in tonight was the fact that you guys are teammates.
Yeah.
How did that play in terms of the strategy as you approached Duncan?
No, first I'm gonna say something. You know, I did not want to fight Chris Duncan, but you guys remember I was supposed to fight Ortega. Ortega pulled out, and then they offered me like guys outside ranking. The first one I say okay, the other one I say no because nobody knew the guy, and then but then Chris Duncan manager said on Twitter that Chris Duncan would accept the fight, and that got me pissed, you know, because we are friends, we were teammates. I'm not saying friends, but teammates, you know. And then once he said that, I said, okay, now I want to fight you because I know I'm better than you, so let's fight. And then I give him a shot, but that was not easy, that was not good, at the gym, you know. I didn't want to do that again. So if you might, a lot of training partners didn't not want to train with me because was me and Duncan, right? So some people got behind him, some people got behind me, and that kind is weird. So I don't want to fight teammates anymore, but it is what it is. At least I got some money.
You know what's interesting about that is when I spoke to him earlier, he thought that you accepted the fight first, and that's why he accepted it, because he said you accepted it first.
No, I accept this fight first, you know? They give me the option and say, okay, let's fight Chris Duncan, because he accept first when my fight fell through with Ortega. But it is okay. We settled down. I don't have any blood against him, but there is one motherfucker that I have bad blood, and his name is Ortega, Brian Ortega. He ran the first time, you know, I was beating him the first time. He got me, okay, fair enough. Was my first defeat, but now I want revenge. I want his head. I want his head. I want to kill this motherfucker.
So in terms of training for this, I mean, I know you have Pompa, one of the best coaches in the world. Did you guys develop a very specific game plan for Chris?
You know what's funny? Because I did not do my job really good this time, because I said, okay, I trained with Chris Duncan, but then I said, okay, I'm gonna watch his fights, and then I will start watching his fights as he made his guys dangerous. Because one thing is when you are in the gym, and then you start on the back, or start on the mount, doing grappling, that's not fighting. That's not fighting. When you fight, it's dangerous because he chose bad intentions, and he has a very good coaching. So
Steve,
You guys training with one another.
thank you for the $5.
Opening round.
Please watch the entire Lord of the Rings series with director cut in Spanish. Steve, I know how much money you have, man. I'm gonna need more than that, to say the least.
Chris Duncan in 2012 years ago when he came to the gym, because you guys are fighters, you know. We just train, you just spar with people that have similar styles of the opponent. My last 4 opponents, they were southpaw. Was like Jalin Turner, Drew Dober, Benoit Saint-Denis, and
Islam.
and
Benil.
Jeez.
So I did.
It never happened.
Yeah, never have like 4 or 5 southpaw guys. So I was just training with guys that are southpaw. So I didn't. I don't even remember the last time that I trained with Chris Duncan.
I mean, Saba, thank you for 13 months. LJ, any advice to improve my flexibility? My question mark kicks are such ass. Also, who's the pound?
You have to check the kick.
Pound for pound girthiest fighter right now? I still think, I mean, it's probably Terrence McKinney.
I didn't got the takedown.
Probably.
But who needs a takedown?
But it's close.
You land
I
a
think
big
Gilbert's
shot,
in
you know?
there. I think, I think Drickus is in there too. Do I have enough money to
didn't train much
my rent?
with
Not
one
yet.
another. The guys at the gym,
I think obviously
you know how
Drickus is in there
people's style
too.
is, you get kind of information from other people. I want to bring
To
up the
improve your
rankings right now.
flexibility, I mean,
You
I
were
think
speaking
when it
about
comes to
in
the
there, you
question
said, "I
mark
want
kick,
an
though, dude,
easy
a
fight."
lot of it
And you
isn't
also
pure flexibility. A lot of it is
Is there an easy fight that
just
you see
your
right here in the top 10
more
of
than
somebody's
flexibility.
head
It's
that
your
you can
mobility. You just need to practice. You need to practice throwing the question mark kick. But with that being said, the truth about getting more flexible is like, as someone who, like, I remember I used to stretch every single day and I wasn't getting more flexible. It's because you need to push yourself. You need to push it. You know what I mean? You need to like progressive overload on your stretches. You know what I mean? Like when you're bending over, you take a deep breath in and then breathe out and push as far as you can, then hold it. Then again, deep breath in, push again as far as you can. You know, you gotta push it every single day. Progressive overload. Obviously, without hurting yourself, is the key to getting more flexible. But specifically with like things like the question mark kick, if you're not used to it, you just gotta keep practicing it. Cole, can you play Subway Surfers? Yeah, I can. But let me just upgrade my boat a little bit.
I don't know if he needs to. Hope you enjoy. I don't know what happened to him. He just pulled out of the fight. But we have finished business.
We love guys here at the UFC who, after the fight, have skills on the mic like you. You are one of the best at it, no doubt about it. Where did you develop that skill? You always been a funny guy, or have you watched guys like Conor McGregor who've also good on the mic?
I used to hate Conor McGregor, bro. Let me tell you one thing about Conor McGregor. Everybody's in Brazil hate. 2 guys that everybody hates. Conor McGregor and Chael Sonnen. Let me tell you something. When I was like 15 or 16, I look up to Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, all these guys. And then he was talking so much about Anderson Silva, Vanderlei, Minotauro, that I thought to buy a flight ticket to go to UFC event just to suck a punch Chael Sonnen. I'm telling you, I swear to you, if I saw him on the street back in the day, and now I see him and I say, man, these guys are genius. You know how smart you have to be for a 16-year-old one to punch you because your skills with the mic.
Yeah.
And that's not something that I do. I just speak the truth. You know, I say what I see. So I don't think I have skills. I have to get my English better. But maybe you guys don't know in the UFC, but I have been doing YouTube streamings on YouTube on Brazilian. I have like 30,000 subscribers. Last Charles Oliveira fight, I got 31,000 people live at the same time on the stream.
Wow.
What the fuck? He had 31,000 people watching him on stream? How the fuck did he do that?
Because I'm good.
That's like MMA guru numbers.
People watch my live stream. Look that shit, and you guys gonna see.
Hanat, I just got one quick
I'm sorry
one from me
for the curse.
before John wraps this up. But has anyone from the UFC ever approached you and go, we're going to have to dial down the F-bomb so much or anything like that ever in your career?
No. I think you once said on UFC 300, you know, please don't curse. He's Disney. Back in the day was Disney. And they say, Mickey Mouse don't like that. And I say, that's my style, brother. That's my style.
I do giveaways on my streams. Remember the Devin Haney signed glove?
Cut on UFC 300. I still giving speeches in Brazil because of that. So I'm so sorry for my French, but it is what
Remember
it
we
is.
gave away
Is
this
there a
glove
guy on the mic that you look up to?
signed by Devin
That's
Haney.
That's a good question. Yeah, you guys not gonna believe, brother. I watch so much stuff on that is nothing related to fighting, you know. But I watch all the podcasts. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. A lot of people that like to talk.
Damn, it's gonna be hard to hit this guy on the jet ski.
In English too, so there is not one guy. I watch.
Oh yeah, I gave
consume
away
a
the
lot of
UFC
content.
cards too.
Renato Moicano did not disappoint, bringing it in the main event tonight. Congratulations on the victory.
Oh
Thank you
God,
so
how am I
much.
gonna
Like
hit
I
this
said in the
guy?
beginning, thank you, Jesus Christ. I believe in you. This week was the Passover, and I believe Christ died for our sins. So thank you so much for my family, for my kids, and for everything that I got. I got some.
Way
money
too
and
small.
I
Even
have
the
some people,
$5. Watch the part about
next
him
week,
talking about the rankings, and also notice how the
my
UFC
coaches,
is
I'm
now
gonna pay my
doing
coaches extra
contract
money,
negotiations,
and I'm
lying to
doing
all
MMA
sides in the
show in
media.
Brazil in
Yeah,
May.
the way the
So if you
UFC is
want to-
doing it now these days is so shady. But we just listened to the whole thing, Don. Way too smoky. Where is it? Where's the timestamp? Way too smoky. I just did it. I just did it. Oh. Oh. Okay.
People's style is you get kind of information from other people. I want to bring up the rankings right now. You were speaking about it in there. You said, I want an easy fight. And then you also just told us you want to take Brian or take his head off. Is there an easy fight that you see right here in the top 10 or somebody's head that you'd like to take off?
Dan Hooker, easy money. Paddy Pimblett, easy money. Benoit Sandani, easy money. I don't want anything against Mauricio Rufo, you know, because back in the day I thought that I could beat this motherfucker. But now, after what he did against Fiziev, you saw that this guy is the real deal. I don't want anything with Mauricio Rufo. Mateus Gamrot, he trains at my gym, but right now I'm fighting everybody from the gym, so maybe Mateus Gamrot. No, I'm joking. Don't be worried, Mateus. I'm just joking. I'm not coming for you.
I love that Hooker matchup that you just mentioned.
100%.
If you offered any of the names you just mentioned or Brian Ortega, is there a route you would take? You'd go fight up, obviously, or do you want that bad blood, that rematch with Ortega?
No, you know, I think Dan Hooker will be even easier, but at the same time, I want to. Was my first loss, you know.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega, especially he coming to the lightweight. I like the fight. I like the matchup. We were supposed to fight, so.
Why does the music keep coming back on?
I don't know what happened to him. He just pulled out of the fight.
Damn!
I think
We have a little black friend now.
Unfinished business.
We love guys here at the UFC who after the fight have skills on the mic like you. You are one of the best at it, no doubt about it. Where did you develop that skill? You always been a funny guy, or have you watched guys like Conor McGregor who've also good on the mic?
I used to hate Conor McGregor, bro. Let me tell you one thing about Conor McGregor. Everybody's in Brazil hate. Two guys that everybody hates, Conor McGregor and Chael Sonnen. Let me tell you something.
Oi!
When I was like
Of course they
15
hit
or
my
16,
black friend first.
I look up to Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, all these guys. And then he was talking so much about Anderson Silva, Vanderlei, Minotauro, that I thought to buy a flight ticket to go to UFC event just to suck a punch Chael Sonnen, bro. I'm telling you, I swear to you, if I saw him on the street back in the day, and now I see him and I say, man, this guy's a genius. You know how smart you have to be for a 16-year-old one to punch you because your skills with the mic.
Yeah.
And that's not something that I do. I just speak the truth. You know, I say what I see. So I don't think I have skills. I have to get my English better. But maybe you guys don't know in the UFC, but I have been doing YouTube streamings on YouTube on Brazilian. I have like 30,000 subscribers. Last Charles Oliveira fight,
He just killed my friend.
31,000 people live at the same time. On
Guys,
the
I think I need to
just
start doing
watching
some
the fights.
giveaways.
So
Listening
UFC
to
Brazil,
Moicano
you
talking
gotta
about
give me
30,000 people watching. I should start doing some sick giveaways.
What I'm doing, people watch my live stream. Look that shit, and you guys gonna see. I'm sorry for the curse.
Before John wraps this up, but has anyone from the UFC ever approached you and go, we're gonna have to dial down the F-bombs so much or anything like that ever in your career?
No. I think once Sean Shelby say on UFC 300, you know, please don't curse, it's Disney. Back in the day was Disney. And they say, Mickey Mouse don't like that. And I say, that's my style, brother. That's my style. And you guys remember the promo that I cut on UFC 300? I still giving speeches in Brazil because that. So I'm so sorry for my French, but it is what it is.
Is there a guy on the mic?
Just start giving away your household items. All right, guys.
Man, that's a good question.
We got some Kroger mineral sunscreen going to the highest bidder. I'm being dead fucking serious.
Related to fighting, you know. But I watch all the podcasts. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. A lot of people.
Way too spilling. Thank you for the $2. Shay, extend the stream playing Raft Wars. Well, we'll need something else to.
English too. So
we'll need something else to listen to.
I consume a lot of content.
Renato Moicano.
Yeah, it's almost out. There's not a lot left.
In the main event tonight, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you so much. Like I said on the beginning. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I believe in you. This week was the Passover, and I believe
there we go.
Christ died for our sins. So thank you so much for my family, for my kids, and for everything that I got. I got some money, and I'm gonna have.
Oh my God! They keep hitting my little black friend.
Next week.
That is so fucking racist.
I'm gonna pay my coaches extra money, and I'm doing an MMA show in Brazil in May. So if you want to support,
like literally nobody but my little black friend's been hit so far. Fuck, that was bad.
I will do a show, event, MMA Moicano, and let's go.
Always appreciate you stopping by.
Okay, finally he hit somebody else for once. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. This is becoming a problem. Now my little brother has to be the one shooting. Fuck. I overshot it last time. Right there. Money. Fuck. This is starting to look dire. This is starting to look dire. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't realize the skill level ramped up. Okay, all right. We got this. We're good. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. Fuck! God, this guy's a goddamn sharpshooter. This guy's a literal goddamn sharpshooter. Fuck. Oh! No. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Cool. Can you watch the Backroom trailer? I watched it already. I've seen it before. But sure. Wait till you just keep going until you lose. Oh, I lost. I already lost. Ah, fuck. Damn, 18 million views is crazy.
I found something. In the store.
Okay. What did you find?
There we go.
The place.
There we go.
I found a place.
What the fuck happened to my Raft Wars? It's gone. Oh.
Hello? Anyone there?
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
It is kind of a cool movie topic. I'll give you that. The whole liminal spaces thing is interesting. Yeah, don't worry, way too smoky. I'm about to fucking flop my cock on these goddamn fucking pirates. Don't even
Follow
worry.
my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying.
I wonder what year this movie takes place because of like the old video camera.
And I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
I'm definitely watching this. It looks good.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see? All these rooms. This place builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me? I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
You guys know what I respect about this trailer was that they didn't show anything. Like, we literally didn't see anything other than the back rooms. They didn't spoil anything. They didn't spoil anything about any of the entities. They didn't, or I don't even know what's supposed to be in the back rooms. But they didn't show anything. You know what I mean? They didn't spoil anything out of that, which I respect. We have no idea what's actually going to happen in this movie. I respect that. All right. No more messing around this time. I'm going to try to take out that one in the back first because he seems to be the problem. There we go. Now we're hitting it. Now we're hitting it. Now we're hitting our shots. Now we're hitting our shots. That's what we wanted. Why is it my little black friend first? I swear to God. Like they always target him at the very start. All right, we just got to line up this exact same shot right there. Boom. Ah, my angle was a little off that time. I missed him. Fuck. These guys are just like, dude, they're surgical with it, man. These pirates are fucking surgical. There we go. Oh, I already killed him. I'm an idiot. Nice. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Whew. God, that's a rare miss. That is a rare miss from these pirates, man. Boom. We got it. We got it. Good work, team. We did it. Oh, my God. Now we have to go up against some fucking cannibals or something. Look at these guys. These guys look terrifying. Eek, brutes. Hide your goat and chickens. Well, he's wearing a fucking bra. Why is my little brother wearing a bra? There we go. Oh, but their canoe-shaped boats make it hard to kick them out. These guys look like they would fucking... They'd kidnap me, molest me, and then eat me. Oh, and they've got some explosive fucking rockets. There we go. Of course, right on my little black friend. Oh my God, they're going to kill me. Oh my God, I'm actually fucked. I have like no health. Miss. Okay, all right, this is going to be, okay. Can I buy a rocket right now? Okay, this is going to be a serious problem. Come on. Get them both. Okay. I need this guy to whiff bad. Okay, I'm going to take out the first guy first, then use my rocket on the last two guys.
Hope you enjoy.
Or not. Never mind. That was a good shot right there. That did a lot of health.
I'll get you.
Right on my little black friend's face again. These fucking brutes are more racist than the cops in GTA 5.
Watch out for this. Headshot. Good shot.
There we go. Now we're starting to hit these shots. Look at that. Dude, I might not even need the rockets. I might have just wasted some money on those rockets. Oh, that's a good shot right there. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. These guys are good. These guys are good. These guys are very good. Okay, I got to hit the same shot I did last time.
Take this. Bullseye. Headshot.
Okay. All right, I'm not taking any chances. We're going rocket.
Watch out for this.
I don't have enough for the next boat yet. Okay, I gotta get... I have a good feeling I can knock these three guys off quick.
Here it comes. Headshot.
That was a bad shot. That was a bad shot.
Ow, my head. Ow. You'll regret that. Watch out
There
for
we go.
this. Good shot.
Money.
See you later.
Donlo just have like an encyclopedic knowledge of all these niche games?
Ow, my head.
Okay, at least the damage is distributing well thus far. I'm thinking even a little bit lower. Kobe. Oh.
Ow, my
Fuck.
head.
Fuck.
I'll get you.
These Vikings, though, are not as good as the Pirates were when they returned.
Watch out for this. Good
There we go.
shot.
That's not enough damage, though. That's not enough damage. That's not enough damage. That's not enough damage.
Ow, my head. Ow.
Oh.
Revenge.
Fuck. Okay, I think we still got this, though. I hate, though, when they kill your first guy, I now lose my aim.
Watch out for
There we go.
this. Headshot.
Money.
See you later. Ow, my head.
Survive. 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 Whew. Okay. Okay.
Watch out for this.
Oh!
Ow, my head. You'll regret that. Bye-bye.
Okay, this is looking bleak, team. This is looking bleak. This is looking really bleak. And all I have are fucking tennis balls to shoot with. Okay. Fuck.
Hope you enjoy. Good shot. See you later.
This is not looking good. I haven't taken any health off this guy yet. Ah, they don't miss anymore. They don't miss. Oh, okay, we got a shot. We got a shot. I gotta knock this guy off of his boat. That's my only chance.
Hope you enjoy. Headshot.
That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it.
Ow,
Ah!
my head. Revenge. Man overboard.
Fuck. Okay. I'm going to go nades. I'm going to buy a nade. I think that's what's going to do it for me. Because I feel like the grenade on these three is what's going to do it. The grenade on those three is what's going to do it, I think. I just need to get my aim here, right?
Here it comes.
We're not off to a great start. We're not off to a great start. We're not off to a great start.
Ow, my head. Oh.
God, this guy, he knows how to get 2 for 1 off every single shot. Okay. Here we go. I just got to aim a little bit lower.
Here it comes. Nice shot.
What was that? That was bull. Oh, that was horse shit. That grenade was useless.
Ow, my head. You'll regret that.
Okay.
Watch out for this. Headshot. Stick with the fishes.
We got this. Everyone shut up. Ugh, they just don't miss anymore.
Here it comes. Headshot.
I needed both of them, though. I needed both of them. Fuck.
Ow, my head. Revenge.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to aim a little bit lower to hopefully get some more velocity on this. There we go. Money. God, get off the fucking ramp, you two. How? Oh, my own fucking tennis ball hit me. What is this bullshit? My own tennis ball got me. Oh, finally. God. These guys are shooting like fucking Steph Curry against Serbia. I swear to God.
Here it comes. Good.
There we go.
Jamaica.
There we go.
my head.
Miss. Oh, okay. Phew.
You'll regret that.
All right. It's all up. It's all up to baby bro. It's all up to baby bro now. I have no aim to go off of. Right there. That's money. That's money. That's money. Fuck! Oh, they missed! Oh my God. I can't believe they missed 2 in a row. I cannot believe these guys missed 2 in a row. I'm not missing, though. Right here. That's money.
Headshot.
There's a light chance of precipitation outside. Okay, but I might still be screwed.
Ow, my head. I'll get you. Oh,
Oh! We got a game changer, team. I can upgrade my boat. Oh, they're fucked now. Oh, these guys are screwed now. These guys don't even know what fucking hit them now.
here it comes.
Oh, shit. Okay, fuck. I fucked up.
Ow, my head. Revenge.
I fucked up. Okay, not a great start already. I'm going to switch up my strategy and try to get this guy in the boat because he's the one that's really stinging me.
Watch out for this shot.
There we go.
Ow, my head. Revenge. Watch out for this.
Oh! Fuck! I'm not sharp enough. I'm not good enough, man. I'm not good enough.
My head.
I'm not good enough. My muscle memory's not there. Fuck, how did I miss that?
Hope you enjoy headshot.
There we go. Okay, 1 down. 3 to go.
Ow, my head. You'll regret that. Oh no.
Okay. Of course they make my little black friend go first. Go last. Why? I want him shooting. I don't have a good judge of aim here from the back.
Hope you enjoy headshot.
Okay. Okay.
Ow, my head.
Fuck.
I'll get you.
Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. That is really rough. Because now I don't have any aim on them, and they still have 3 people alive. I've got to hit this. I've got to hit this one.
Watch out for this. Ow, my head. You'll regret that.
Oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Here it comes. Headshot.
It's not happening. I'm fucked. And I just bought a new boat. I just bought a brand new fucking boat, and I'm still screwed. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's my boat coming in clutch right there. He fucking dinged it off my little rubber ducky.
Take this. Headshot.
Oh.
Ow, my head.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't beat these guys, man. I can't do it. I can't beat these guys. Do I have enough for a rocket? I don't even have enough for a rocket. All right, well, we have a max let out boat, so I guess I'm just gonna have to go grenade. But the grenade is the worst fucking thing. It's like the worst weapon. It doesn't explode on impact. Miguel Myers, $5. Watch the Sea Lion video in the Discord, General, please. I'm gonna be pissed if you don't. Let me see. What are you talking about?
Billy? Anybody in here? I ain't kidding, Billy. Oh, fuck, what is that? Getting really scared, Billy. Billy, I ain't kidding, Billy. You fucking figure me out, Billy. Oh, fuck! I got the hideout, motherfuckers! One village, everybody down! Let's try the colored version. Kanaido! Anybody in here, Kanaido? Nanobalos? Oh, fuck, what is this? Hey, don't bite me, motherfucker! I find your hideout. You can hide from Jeffrey Christ. I know where you're sleeping, motherfuckers. Hello. Wake up, sleeping beauty.
I'm going to assume we've got the gist. Okay, I'm going to assume we got the gist on that one. Let's get back to more important matters, please. Okay.
Hope you enjoy. Ow, my head.
I just don't got it, man. I don't got it. I don't got it. I don't got it. I just don't got it. Whatever it is that you need to have to be good at this game, I fucking don't have it.
Headshot. Ow, my head. Revenge.
I'm afraid about this fucking grenade, but I'm going to give it a try.
Here it comes. Headshot.
It's useless. The grenade is fucking useless. It's useless. It's literally useless. It's literally useless.
Hope you enjoy.
Oh, no!
Ow, my head. I'll get you. Take this. Headshot. Headshot.
There we go. Finally, some good fucking shots.
Ow, my head.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. I need him. I need him. I need him. Okay, thank God. I just got to line up this shot perfectly, and we win. There we go. Money.
Nice shot.
No. Fuck. Yes. Good job, Shark. Good job, Shark. Okay, we're in this. We're in this. We're in this one. We're in this one. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it to win.
Ow, my head. I'll get you.
Okay, all three are still alive. All three are still alive. We're good. Okay, come on, Shake. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You got this. Right there. Right there. Yes! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Yes! Oh! Oh, it feels so good. We did it. I only got 1 star, though, but we're going to take that. I don't think I can do much better. Okay, we're going to get some rockets because this is starting to get really difficult. I didn't expect there to be such a high skill ceiling in this game. That's the thing I didn't quite expect.
Watch out for this headshot.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Fuck. But, okay, it's so unfair that they get explosive projectiles on every single shot. Steve, what the fuck? $20, Steve. What the fuck? Dude. What did we do? We're just playing Raft Wars. Why did I don't deserve that, dude. Oh, Steve, thank you, buddy. Dude, everyone say thank you to Steve, man. Such a legend around here, bro. Such a legend around here. We love you so much, Steve. This is just fucked. This is fucked. What do I do about that? What do I do about that? What do I do about that? They're damaging all three of us off some bullshit every single time.
Hope you enjoy. Good shot.
Oh, and I missed that bounce shot. I don't. Okay. 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 It's looking bleak. It's looking bleak. At this point, I don't even want to waste my rocket because I feel like it's not gonna. I feel like it's not gonna do anything. I need to get the bat. Okay. I just need to aim a little, a smidge lower. There we go. That's it. That's it. Oh my God, he's still alive. Oh, Steve. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it, Steve. We love you so much too. I just can't. I don't know what it is, man. Fuck. Okay, we're buying a second rocket. Steve, I hope you know, man, you're helping numb the pain of my incompetence when it comes to fucking Raft Wars. Yeah, there you go. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's right. Fuck you. That didn't even take all of its damage, though.
I'll get you. Watch out for this.
Oh, I didn't mean to use the rocket again. I wasted it. I wasted the second rocket. I wasted the second rocket, chat. It's just unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. This is so unfair. Okay. I shat it. 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 I shat the bed. I shat it. I shat it. We're done.
Hope you enjoy. Headshot. You'll regret that. Oh no.
I can't even afford any rockets. I can't even afford any rockets. I literally can't even afford any more rockets. Like we're so cooked. I can't buy any grenades. I can't buy any rockets. Shut the fuck up, Stipe Miocic speech fucking person, dude. Way to kick a man while he's down. MMA Jack, thank you for the dollars. Neon Belly, could you get up from Armin for $50,000? Yeah, I can get up from Armin. Honestly, if he was Neon Belly, I'm just going to go frame on the stomach, frame under his leg that's posted, hike him up underneath to a leg lock, and use that to just get the fuck away from him. That's what I would do, personally. Easy E47. Get drunken wrestlers too. What the fuck is that? If chat says that's a good idea, I'll think about it. Okay. I don't think this is physically doable without our rockets. I don't think this is physically doable.
Here it comes. Headshot. Headshot.
The grenades would be good on this one. The grenades would be good on this one. I just don't know what you do about that, man.
Headshot.
Okay, there we go.
Watch out for this. Bullseye.
Yes! How does one stop that?
Watch out for this.
Oh, yes. Okay, I just need one more shot. I need him to miss. They don't miss. These guys are clinical. These guys are like straight up fucking professionals. These guys are like straight up fucking... These guys are surgeons with how they land shots. Way too smoking for the $5. Shay, we need Electric Man 2 after you finish this game. If you finish this level, when you see it, you will know the game. I don't know, way too smoky. I don't know. I'll see. Okay. Yeah, I'm going nade. I'm going nade on this one. I need the grenade to land in between them. Okay, my first shot's just gonna be to get aim.
Watch out for this. Headshot.
Okay. This'll be perfect. This'll be perfect because I'll aim for the tree, I'll land in between them. This is gonna be perfect. Everyone shut up and wait. Watch. We got this.
Look at that. Watch out for this. Headshot.
Okay, we're all right, but the grenade sucks. Why am I shooting tennis balls when these guys are dropping like straight up fucking like tactical missiles on me right now? I feel like I'm Iran trying to take on Israel and the United States all at once. Like, I'm getting, like, legit tactical missiles dropped on me, and I'm shooting fucking tennis balls. And I've got no aim right now. I don't know where I'm aiming. I have no idea where they are. I'm going to try to hit the guy in the boat. There we go. Okay. How do you stop it? What? I just can't. This is so unfair.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Look at that. Run overboard.
I don't even know if I should continue. This might be the hardest game I've ever played. Okay. The ads don't work. Okay. Oh, I missed donos? Let me see. Oh, Colt wins the gaming channel. You know, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna venture down that route. But every now and then, Raft Wars is fun. I don't know if we're gonna quite venture down that route though. Oh, finally! Finally! That was a good shot. That's a good shot. We're getting good. Okay. I have a newfound confidence in myself. There we go. Guys, we're turning this around. We're turning this around, boys. I might not even have to use my rockets. Oh, yeah, I forgot. These guys literally can't miss. These guys literally are incapable of missing.
Watch out for this headshot.
Okay, there we go. We got this. We actually have a real shot. We have a real shot at this. We have a real shot at this. We have a legit shot at this. Fuck. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. Okay, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going rocket right off the bat here. I just got to aim a little bit higher. Right, guys. It was the guy in the very back I still need, right? It was the guy in the very back, right? Not the closer guy. It was the guy in the back that I need. Right? Okay. Yes! Don't kill me. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up.
Hope you enjoy. Headshot.
Yes!
Time to meet your maker.
Oh, we did it. Oh, it feels so good. We did it. Oh man. Oh fuck, dude. That was our moment. That was our moment right there. We did it. Oh my god. Oh. The brick, man. Thank you for the $5, buddy. How good is Charles Johnson actually? He knocks out good guys and loses to scrubs. Yeah, listen, he's got, like, decent hands, he's got good grappling, he's athletic, he's kind of tall for the weight class, but, like, he's nothing super special, but he's good. I mean, yeah, he is an interesting case study. I remember he busted a parlay of mine not that long ago because he got knocked out by fucking Alex Perez coming off of knocking out Joshua Van. Yeah, and that Alex Perez fight was just so embarrassing. Like, right as Perez started pressuring, Johnson tried to throw a kick. And then all of a sudden, he's on one leg trying to kick right as Perez is right in his fucking grill and cracks him on the chin. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's just super inconsistent. There are aspects of his game that are good, but for the most part, I feel like that Joshua Van fight, he got kind of lucky. I don't even want to keep going. I think I've peaked. I think I've peaked personally. No, I answered all the donos. Yeah, I've answered all of these. Oh man, okay guys. All right, I'm fucking shimmied. Like, I feel like I put my heart and soul into beating these fucking cannibals. I don't think I got anything left in me, but I do, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming today for the stream. Today was a lot of fun. We're going for 3 fucking hours. I I will see you guys all later. Maybe we'll play Electric Man 2 next stream or something. Who knows?